10,000, 20,000 into that mandate account? That is the first question. Was our defense be funded from the mandate account? And is the mandate account a charitable account? Because, sir?
Rage and Fury.
Sir.
Which one do they mean by the real money? And which one is not the real money? Every money that Biafrans are... Hold on. Every money that Biafrans are donating are real money. There's nothing like the real money or the big money or the small money. Or this small, go this side, or this small, go this side. I'm still talking on. They hear me?
Honorable Minister,
somebody is interjecting. Somebody's interjecting. I don't know.
Please, he's answering a question. Win-win. Okay, go on.
I want to say something. Why are we talking about money? Why are we talking about money here?
Hold on.
Win-win. Win-win.
He's answering a question.
Win-win. I don't understand. Which one they say why are we talking about money here? If they don't talk about money, you are here when Minister was making a speech. You are asking him why are you talking about money here? I beg, calm down. Let people talk. I beg.
All right. Without money, without finance, we go nowhere.
Thank you, sir. Second question is that there is a laid down law
Wait, Rage and Fury. I did not finish. I was muted. So wait.
Okay, okay.
I said everything has to do with money. In this liberation, the defense is money. The ID card is money. The database is money. The Finland Convention is money. The sporting website that you get everything is money. The Bank of Biafra USBT is money. The which one again? The Biafra shop is money.
The lobbies.
So the IOU is money. The lobbies is money. The raffle draw we did is money. Everything that we do is money. So there's nothing like the big money or the real money in this account or this other side. So I have told you people that all we need is money. So it doesn't matter where this money was sent to or where this one was not sent to. Everything is money and money is money. So who carry big money in the pocket or who carry small one or who donate big or who donate small, that is not the point. We need money for our liberation, our lobbies, and everything. So we can use money from any of the websites that Prime Minister recommended, and money can be used to do anything Prime Minister recommends. But when you come and start telling Prime Minister to do account for you now when he is not here, that is treason. We don't want to hear that. Go ahead with your question, please.
All right, thank you very much. The second question, the last one is this. We have laid down rules that are contained in the Biafra Charter that have to do with transitional process right in there. But at this moment, our stipulated time and whatever it takes, the process to follow to have a transitional government as stated there. But if at this very early stage, an individual use their powers to effect to dissolve an existing cabinet, an existing government, and institute a new government, what is the future of the United States of Biafra? What is the future of the United States of Biafra, sir? Can you just speak?
Fresh and Fury, yeah. Mute your mic after your question. Thank you. I have refuted this for you people to understand. Nobody dissolved or has the power to dissolve the government in any way or kind, and the structure that Prime Minister has set up, and this very defense or finance that we are using to brainstorm the zoo. So you people should not be going with that narrative that someone has the power or has dissolved a government and then you dissolve the Prime Minister also. Because when you dissolve that government in any way or form, that is not the right way. That means you dissolve the Prime Minister, you dissolve yourself, you dissolve everything. So that is foul. That is foul play. So the transitional government process or working process is not something that you stand up and implement in one day or two. It is progressive. So it will take time until it is fully implemented. But it needs to be on the line, gradually. Not all this drama that you people are seeing. I did explain something a day before yesterday, that after America finished the ratification of their declaration on 5th or 2nd of August 1776, and when Finland did their own, and when Switzerland did their own, the next line in action is to go back to brainstorm the defense. You go back to the defense, you go back to the homeland to expunge and fight on to remove the remaining presence of the terrorists, the remaining presence of the old occupational country that has been keeping you in bondage. So that is the first thing you should go to start focusing on, and then stepping your stones on the paperwork internationally for international recognition, for political and diplomatic. It is not to come and say that you have gotten Biafra today, you are implementing the law today, you are implementing the constitution today. Yes, fine and good. Some of the names and some minor ethics will be in play going forward, but the transitional process is progressive, and it's something that will take time until it is fully implemented. You go slow, slow, slow. But the main thing is the remaining terrorists that you have to make sure they are totally evicted from Biafra land. The structures and the presence of anything that represents Nigeria will be fully and totally evicted from Biafra land. It's after all these are totally done, you have gotten full control of motherland, that you now start implementing everything that is in the constitution. As at this point, you may just pick few things to be able to do some paperwork because you are still in exile. You do paperwork and then you move on. You continue to implement the transitional process, and we keep on going, keep on going. We keep on fighting the terrorists till they are out. Okay, let me ask us a question. If you're so much in a rush of implementing a new government, and it must happen today and tomorrow, the Biafra currency that we launched, have you started using it? I'm asking all of you. Have you started using the Biafra currency?
No.
No, sir. No.
Okay. I want people to understand something. Use common sense now to do the analysis. So it is a transitional process. It takes time. We continue going. We follow it up. Prime Minister did not sleep and wake up one day, bring out all the template and say we do everything now and everything is fully implemented now. No. The process needs to go step by step, step by step. When you saw what was unveiled, we said the proposed United States of Biafra currency, the proposed constitution of Biafra. Everything is the proposed, which we are now working on the mandate given to us with the ratification result of the self-referendum, with the mandate of the Biafran people to work on it and see that we bring it to fruition in future. For us to get all of them in the line, we have to start working on seeing how the entire terrorism and presence of one Nigeria are off Biafra land. Then you will now start transiting into it small, and then everything we're playing in slow and steady, gradually. So anyone that is coming to present constitution for you now and say you should start looking at constitution, imbibing constitution, a constitution that goes, ask them first, is it only the constitution that I will imbibe in? Why not imbibe in the currency? Why not we start trading with the currency now? If we have already signed the currency into power, then we should start using the currency now. If we have gotten full sovereignty, so we should be using the currency now as we speak. So this is what will I call it? You get one big English where they talk. Is it hey, Abemuna remind me now. Where we say you go leave the main thing that you're supposed to do. Oh, hey, misplaced priority. No be so. Misplaced priority. Now so they call them Abi. Now they hear me.
Yes.
Another one.
Yes,
Another
it's a
one.
it's a misplaced priority.
Okay, misplaced priority. We
In
leave.
Igbo, Azotana, I will go with
I can't hear anybody anymore.
Even me, I'm not hearing. I think.
Hold
Yes, I
on, I
can't hear
brought
him
up
either.
finance minister.
All
Sir,
right.
can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
All right, please. That's why I said everything that greeting again. That's why I said everything that is happening now is actually part of the process, and it's part of cleaning. No country in the world that got their freedom or liberate their people that did not go through this process. I was kind of shocked a little bit when our Minister of Information, when he said something about a mouthpiece, he says his name is mouthpiece of the gods, about certificate or no certificate. Honorable Amobi Ene, he received his certificate from the convention. Chukwu Meeze, even from the state of Maryland where mouthpiece is, her coordinator, no, her admin, Josh, and other members received. The certificate came a little bit late during the banquet, but those that are still at the banquet, they all received their certificate. When I actually called on her, someone said either she left or they're going to give the certificate to her. And the certificate is actually signed by our Prime Minister and me. These are people that we have to be careful, and we need to start debunking them. People that you think that are actually normal, they talk like normal human beings. Sometimes you ask yourself, what's wrong with them?
Please, Mrs. Stella, is anyone speaking?
Can you hear me?
Yes, our finance minister is speaking, and he's
Yeah.
answering to what's her name again? Mouthpiece Saga. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to debunk
I
a
beg, I'm not
lie.
hearing anything. Is anyone speaking?
Please go down now. If you're not hearing, go down. I'll pick you up again.
Okay.
Go on, sir.
Our people.
Okay, I beg, I'll come down. Maybe bring me up again. I get a question, I beg.
Our people, I don't know why some are just they know how to, they have this character assassination of how to destroy one. People have to be careful. And from our culture, we believe in curses. If I lay curse on all these evil people, what will I gain? If I say,
Sir, please hold on, because if not so, I have a question for you, sir. I hope you don't mind.
right, we hold on. Let me just finish this of
I have
Stella
one
because
question.
no, this of what's her name again? Mouthpiece. It's just unfortunate that those or whoever you actually think that have a common sense, you find out that this person, you start asking yourself, is this the same woman or lady that I have tried to, encourage and talk to when she have a problem at the time with the admin? But for her to come to the space and lie about the certificate, a lot of people received their certificate. I actually went home with almost 100 certificates because those that are not there, I will have to find out to mail it to them. And one thing our people don't know is realize or know is that fighting war costs money, millions of EGM. And some, if the war is so intense, you can spend $1 million, 100 million a day. We haven't even get to that. So the little we have now, me and my boss, our prime minister, we always talk about how we are managing it. We have been managing it more than proper because we are good managers. If what we have been in the hand of some people, they're not going to be able to manage it the way we have carried this movement so to this where we are. What's her name? Mouthpiece. She need to be careful. She need to know what she say. And when one don't have the real fact, be careful. There's this word that what you don't know is bigger than you. That very day, we gave almost over 60, 70 certificates. which I still went home with some of the certificate. So for her to say that we signed the certificate, yeah, we received certificate that very day. Our prime minister's signature is there. My signature is there. People have to be careful so that they won't go home with causes that will affect them, affect their generation forever. And people have to be careful the way they try to portray one or damage somebody's image. People have to be careful, especially whose hand is clean. You don't play with that person. If you are choosing, you are choosing. If you're not, and I don't care, I know it's been a long time. They trying to break through, come after me and all that. The Nigerian government have called me too many times from people that work for them, and they know how I blast them. I cast them out. Once all these sabo that Nigerian government sent to call my phone, I know how they sound. The way I talk to them, they disappear. They don't even call my phone again. Because once from the first 10 to 20 seconds, I will know if you are genuine or if you are fake. The question that I will throw on this agent of Nigerian government, they don't even want to call me again. Because one, some of them think I'm crazy. Because the way I attack them back, they will know that I'm mad. That's the fact. So people have to be careful. Please don't just go there. Don't try to damage anyone that God have chosen to be part of this movement that is genuine and pure. Because if I lay curse on all these evil sabo people, which I don't really want to do that, because if we all perish in Biafra land, I don't know who will remain to dwell in that land. I want everyone to be alive and see Biafra. Please, our people, be careful. I can only, let me just take one or two questions before I leave. Let me address that mouthpiece. She always in this space. Everybody, Dwyer Canante, people going to better warn her to be careful. What she don't know, she have my number. She have called me several times to when she have an issue or problem, and I address it. Why can't she call me for what she don't know so I can, address her on that? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And just one question from my side. Does this is going viral amongst within us and the other, COS? Now we have two groups, COS group and your own group. And so the COS group is saying.
Let me correct it first. I don't have a group. What we have is still the same Biafra Republic government in Eza. It's not a group.
Okay. What is happening here on us here, sir, is that the Biafra, have been divided into two. Now we have a group under you, whether you believe it or not. And we have another group under COS. Now, the group under COS said, listen to the question now. The group under COS said that you said that you single-handedly sponsored the event and also paid for the hall, sir. Was it true?
All right, so I talked about this issue last week. Just because I go with the flow. Okay, what I just want to let Biafras know is that we have a lot of ways money that are going, and we are fighting a war. I upset the bill, so I know we all understand what that means. So when I was called upon, I take care of that. So I don't know. It's a lot of bills that need to be taken. It's a big hall, and it's a big event that hosts over 500 people, and we have lunch every of the 4 or 5 days. So it costs a lot to run an event like that. So when you come today, I don't really want to go back there because a lot of Biafrans are offended. I was watching, listening to 555 yesterday. Somebody called and mentioned about what I said, this, I said that, and that person asked, how much do I have? Am I only the one that have money that they have money? People like that have money, please, I need you all, please. Oh, I need everyone. Our defense, we need money. Come on board on Saturday. If you have your million, your billion, even if you give us trillion, want to boast about it. Boast about it. We need money. It don't matter how you bring them. It don't matter if you do something for Biafrans and you want Biafrans to know, oh, and you want Biafrans to actually still appreciate you, thank you, go ahead and do that. Please, it's not in hiding anymore. All I know is that I did what I've been doing for more than 1 year now. This is just a little bit something that I just threw out in the public, and some people are going gaga about it. If you're going gaga about it, that's your opinion. But if you know you have this money, you have millions, you have thousands, why can't I see you on Saturday, just a couple of days from now? How many people here in this space? Well, I think we are over how many people? Over 100 to 2. All these people, can everyone please be at the fundraising? Bring down your money. If you single-handedly sponsor us, tell us that you do. We will appreciate you. We will say thank you. It's not a crime. Ojukwu used his father's money to fight Biafran, to defend our land in 1967. So who have this money? Bring the money. Then if somebody say, oh, this is what I did for Biafra, please kindly appreciate that person. He broke the heart when people are criticizing this person. Oh, you do this, you do that. If you have it, wait here, we need it. Today, tomorrow. On Saturday is our fundraising. Come on Saturday, come give us 1 million, 1 billion, and say, Biafra, this is what I'm giving you guys. Oh, I'm going to single-handedly sponsor the liberation of Biafra. I will be one of those that will get up and clap hands and shout, say, thank God. It's not a crime for somebody to help his country or nation. But at a time when we need, and I rescue the situation, don't I deserve to be appreciated if I say it? And if it is true, which it is true, what is the problem? Is it because it's Mazio Gechukunkere or what? What is the problem? Why are some people going gaga, going nuts because of this? It's not my first time, it's not my second time, not my third time, not my how many times. Then if somebody have a problem with that and that person have money, bring money. I need it today, tomorrow. Bring that money. Let's do this, and we can get our nation back. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we'll go to Arsenal. Arsenal, you have the mic. Your question. Just one important question to you. Arsenal, can you hear me?
Please, I have few. Please, I can just take 5 questions.
Okay.
So
Arsenal, your hand is up. Oh. Okay, Arsenal is not there.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Go on.
Auntie Stella, take. Good evening, everyone. Mazon Parawa, Minister of Information. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
My question goes this way: is this fighting, bringing it online, is it not going to delay our leader release? Is there any other way? Is there any other way we can go in and resolve this problem for the sake of our leader?
All right. I believe in Bible, and I'm a spiritual person. They said there's time for everything. If you watch the past 3 weeks, a month ago, a year ago, this have not happened. This is just, just happening now to shaping something. And at a time, Biafran people actually need to know who is serving them, because we serve the people. The people don't. We work for the people. So if everything sometimes is just in-house, indoor, how will the Biafran people know about the kind of government they have, or how there's sometimes is this just the time for this to happen? And when it happens like this, it's shaping up, and it makes the Biafran people know what's going on. And without the Biafran people knowing what's going on, they will just be in the dark. So this is, I believe this is just the appropriate time for this. Then after this, it's a stage by stage. And remember, we are fighting a war, and with the kind of complicated war or situation, how it is, it's just this time. This is just the stage, just like when it happened in the time of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's kind of something else is repeating itself again. So this is how we'll be going until we make sure that we get everything right. And with this, I was I don't want to mention this person, because as far as I'm concerned, She's one of the biggest liar on earth I have ever seen in the media. Adadiorama. She was just painting me black and black completely. Everything more than 100% is just a lie. Oremu Juice again. What with the people like this, that will tell you, if you don't know how the extent that their brain have been damaged and the kind of evil that they say they worship, they know about Ndembo, they know about the gods and all this. Why there? Last week I asked this question. I threw this question. Let them go back and ask their gods. I don't care what kind of gods you worship, but I know I worship Jehovah. Go ask your God question. Go do fasting and prayer. For those we back home, we are so religious. Go and Jewish. I don't care how you Jew maybe anywhere. So who is this person that they try to damage the image? And at the same time, all what they are doing is just how to disrupt this movement, how to make sure that they defund our movement. And if we say, let's do it inside, let's go inside and straighten this up, the people you're talking about to go inside with, are they the ones that are going to reason with their nose? Or are they the ones that are going to reason with their here with their nose or here with their ear? Sometimes it's good. Some things will come in public and shaping the Biafran people so they will know who is who and who is leading them. Just like a smoke, anywhere there is a smoke, there's always a fire. So until that fire is quenched, the smoke will stop. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So Adadiorama, you have had it. Turn your tongue.
No, let her go and ask
You
that
understand?
if
So
she
that
believes
you're able to
and
make
ask
peace.
and know the truth. I don't know why
Brother and the sister
media
can
and just keep
quarrel, but
lying.
the way you
It's
handle
not
it is
good.
very important. When you are handling a quarrel between you and your brother, and you are handling it like that, will you be able to make peace after now? Adadiorama might be warned. The way you're taking it is too harsh. It's too bad.
If she taking it anyhow, let her just speak the truth. She always send them board and then get it. I don't know which type of them board and then get it that lie. I don't know how come.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if it exists. Because Remujius is always saying about his shrine. I don't know if shrine is it the lying shrine or the truthful one. They have to be careful because whatever they're doing, the land of Biafra will not forgive these people if they don't repent, because their generation will suffer the consequences of the action of their parents. Please be warned, be careful. If be careful, go and ask anything askable, whether from water to heaven and anywhere. Who is this person? And without fact and with all the lies coming out of these people, I ask myself question. Is like starting with Adadiorama. I'm asking myself, is this the same person that I'm in the same cabinet with? The energy, you will just say, no, this is not supposed to be that way. That's why this cleansing is needed for us to be able to get our nation back on track. Our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, always say we are whiter than snow and this and that. People don't understand. We have to clean the house. We have to put common sense people that know how things run, that don't manipulate and lie against somebody. And you also have to remember, before our leader was called to question, there's those that have contact of how to run, to send message across Biafra land to make sure our place is safe. And those that believe that they want to be in charge, they don't even have that contact. That's why they keep calling, okay, come here, we want to see you, come for meeting. Meeting what? They keep calling the other, our from Homeland, I don't want to mention his name. They want to get information from us. And at the end of the day, that information is not going to be secure, because they're going to allow this information to go to these people that I call, I don't want to use what I call them, some have seen the video. These people now will still use the information to our enemy. So we're being smart not to let them penetrate, to break our defense, or to just achieve their goal. Please, let's tread with caution. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Another question. Is any of us being paid salary?
Stella. Stella, you have been in this media team for the past how many years now? Are they pay you salary? Get salary why they send give you. If there is salary for the media team.
They want to debunk their lies though, because
I
Go
understand.
ahead, Stella. No, this one is very important. Go ahead. Yeah,
sir, please, because what that Ramba is doing the other side is dangerous.
Yes.
Please,
no,
sir.
Go ahead.
Is
Stella.
anybody being paid salary?
That is why.
Okay, when our prime minister was still broadcasting, I used to send him super chat. Do that mean I'm paying him?
No.
Hello?
No.
Okay. Yes. When our prime minister, during the time when he was broadcasting, I sent him super chat a lot. So do that mean when I send a super chat to appreciate the hard work that he's doing, to be a media team number one is not easy. The media team sometimes, some of them spend like 4 to 5 hours every day. That is a sacrifice. Not everyone can do it. And the media team in every government have a role to play. The media team, they are the intermediary between the government and the people. The media team pass the message from the government to the people. Without media team, that's why any of this country, like when you talk about China, Russia, Kim Jong-un, Regina, Cuba, they control the narrative. They tell the media team what they want the people to hear. So media team play a vital role in our society. So if you are aware meaningful Biafra, without appreciating them for the hard work they are doing, spending 1, 2, 3 hours every day, and you know some of them probably have their own job as well, to be able to work at this time to work for Biafran people. Please, Biafran people, whoever have the opportunity to support the media team, for them to be able to do what they are doing. And some of them might not even have a suitable job that for them to sustain their daily life. For us to support them, nothing wrong with that. The Adadiorama question here to start with, she have been on air campaigning about Biafra's place, contribute, help me, so she can get her laptop. I actually support her during that time. Do that mean I'm paying her? I felt pity every time when she on air, she was complaining, oh, help, if whatever you can give me, give her so she can get a laptop. If she get the laptop, she gonna use it to work for Biafra, not knowing that she is gonna get this laptop to work against Biafra. You know, that is just so bad that when people want to kill a dog, they're always going to give that dog a bad name. But I will be their last. And this crush, they try to crush me to penetrate to our defense. I swear to God, it will never work. Unless I'm not living, but as long as I'm still living, even when our prime minister was here, I'm doing my best. I'm giving my best. I'm doing everything more than what I thought I would do in this movement. And for whoever doubts me, go to your pastor, go to your oracle, go anywhere, go and consult your gods. I'm giving you assignment. Go ask them who is Mazio Gechukwu. Then come back with your result. But if you're, I don't know how I'm going to, but for those starting with just trying to blackmail, slander my name, be warned, disease from it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We go to David and Nana. Your question, sir. David, you have the mic.
Okay, thank you so much. My Honorable Minister of Finance, I salute you, sir. The Honorable Minister of Information, I appreciate you, sir. Yeah, sir, I'm so impressed. This is the first time I'm on space with you for the first time, and I've been listening with keen interest, so interested in your submissions, and they are very wonderful. The key 2 areas that you spoke about, our Prime Minister actually made mention of that. Defense and finance. So please, I want to know, how poor are you that the Prime Minister have to select you for this special job? How poor are you, sir, that you are an employer of labor and the Prime Minister, who is very strategic in whatever he does, looked in your face, looked at your personality and appointed you to take care of this financial aspect of the Biafran people. Is that not a special, privilege? So why do you think the Prime Minister appointed you? And how poor are you that the people are now saying you are paying yourself the money that they are contributing? Thank you.
Anyway, I have been doing donation anonymously for a long time until our Prime Minister dragged me out to the public. Even there's one of our brother that I'm trying to do the same. He said no, he just want to remain the way it is. I'm self-employed. I own businesses, not one, not two. I'm already made person. I'm not broke. I'm not poor. So I have count money. When you say I have count, I'm not going to say I'm rich in my own capacity. I believe everyone is rich, but with what I'm doing is from the bottom of my heart, because I love freedom. I've been in diaspora for decades now, for years, so I know what good life is all about. And back home in the Biafra land, sometimes I get stressed out the way they drag you, they call you for help, sponsor a lot of family members, and at the end of the day, they can't even find a job. So I was really heartbroken by all that. So whatever I'm doing now is for us to be free as a people. I believe I'm not doing it for my family member, but I'm doing it for a nation. I'm doing it for a country. So it gives me joy knowing that what I'm doing is just selfless service. I'm doing it for a whole country. It boosts my morale knowing that I'm doing the right thing. If this only what I do before I die, I don't care. I love it. I know I'm doing it for millions of people, not just like circle of 2, 3, 4, 5 family member or group of people, but millions. And what I'm doing will actually contribute to save life. Tomorrow we'll have a country, a nation that we compete like US, Dubai, and others. So I'm a common sense human being. I know what makes me happy. Sometimes your immediate family members, your neighbors, they might not even give you the kind of joy or happiness you want. But what is actually giving me personally right now, the happiness that I really of my life is this journey that I know is a journey to save millions, not 1 million, 2, 3, 4. It gives me joy. When Biafra come tomorrow, when I land in Biafra, I will be singing hallelujah everywhere, knowing that I'm part of this. With my support, it happened. With my contribution, it happened. So I don't work for no one for years now, not 10, not even 20. Self-employed, self-made, and our Prime Minister know that I don't really want to say it on air again. They were like, oh, because you're doing all this. No, I have done a lot that I'm so proud of, that I'm happy about. 3 weeks ago, our Prime Minister was at a meeting with me. He called me around 2 in the morning. We was talking. I let him know I'm in the meeting. He said, okay. He gave, the body language, show me that he want to join. I send him the link. In that meeting, Amobi was there. Even this so-called lady that tried to blackmail me here, what's her name? Mouthpiece, probably there. Our Prime Minister emotionally even said that Mazio Gechukun here have rescued this government a lot of time. I was so emotional when he said it. The next day, the Maryland admin named Josh called me. He said he keep talking about what our Prime Minister said. What did he mean by that? So I was really emotional. I didn't expect him to say it. I'm doing my best. Who don't like it, I don't care. But what I know is that I will do my best. My best, I will give my best for Biafra. Even if I'm dying, I will do my best. My best will be my best. I'm not going to give 10% or 20%. I will give the whole 100% if I can. And I have been doing that both when I am able to do it and when I'm not able to do it. And our Prime Minister, when I call him my boss, people don't understand. If he know I'm not doing a good job, we could have had problem. But he's so pleased with me and what I'm doing. Okay, so for those that don't really know That's why I'm giving them this challenge. They can go ask their gods. Then if they don't have their gods, they can consult. Let them use their common sense. Let them use their tongue and count their teeth. Please, fellow Biafrans, don't be misled, okay? If what I'm doing is not pleased by the government of Biafra, led by His Excellency Prime Minister, he could have summoned me at the cabinet for a long time ago. That never happened. And everything is going as planned, and a lot of time I bail out what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Chooks, you have the mic. Chooks. Chooks Akamezie, are you there? Okay, Chooks is not there.
Yes, I'm here. Am I coming out?
Yes, sir. Just one question that is important to you.
Please, after this, I'm just going to take these 3 more hands, so I have a meeting coming up.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, thanks.
Well, just one from you.
Okay. My information minister, finance minister, thank you for all you have been doing. We're very grateful. My question is, because of all this dust that has been raised, I know and I hope that our declaration signed documents are all intact. Thank you.
Is that the question? Yeah, okay. What we really need to worry about now is our defense. Okay, then our Prime Minister, he's alive and he will join us shortly. So when he's out, we can go further. He will take it from there. But what we really need to focus on now is our defense, and everything we did at Finland is transparent. So a lot of people, they capture the moment, the most important things that need to be captured. And the stuff you asking me if they are intact, yes, they are, but we need to focus on our defense. Our defense, what will help our defense is finance. So we have over how many people here? Please promise that you will be at the fundraising on Saturday. Biafra need you just the same way they need me. We need everyone. This fight is for all of us. It's not fight of who to be the prime minister or who to be the finance minister or who to be the information minister. We have been, this government have been doing a good job for the past 1 to 2 years now. So this is not time for the government to be divided. So the government have led this movement for this to this day, and so far we have achieved a lot. So this is not time to say government is dissolved and this. It don't work like that. So those that don't know how government runs, I will give them the assignment. Go do your research, find out how government is function and the procedure. Actually, we have our charter that also point out some stuff there that might interest you. Go over it and make sure that you learn more about how government is run. Government is not run like a banana republic, or one can just wake up, change the law, give order, dissolve, and it don't just work that way. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you,
Stella,
sir.
Sister Stella, sorry, please. Let me just.
You have the mic.
Let me support what the finance minister is saying, because I hate the fact that mouthpiece is going around and telling lies. And for all these lies they are all telling, they will suffer. Their generation will suffer.
Yeah. Don't, that's fine.
Listen. I was in that meeting. And when the PM was saying what he was saying regarding the finance minister, you can see the emotion and the appreciation. So I don't know where she's getting all this stupid nonsense she's saying. Please. A country is built based on charter and letter to constitution.
Please, can you say it the way our prime minister said on that meeting?
Our PM said that the finance minister, that the effort and everything he's done regarding our struggle is unimaginable and unexplainable. But that is something that when Biafra is fully restored in homeland, we're going to show how appreciative we are for what he's doing. That he does the job like no other person. So I don't know where Mouthpiece is coming and pushing all these lies, pushing all this propaganda, saying things. Go and ask Mouthpiece how much is she donating. The receipt was asked to be sent to him.
Tukumeze, do you receive your certificate in Finland?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Not just you. I'm more be the same. So she was.
I don't know. Let me just say one more thing. The reason why the finance minister say send this to me personal is to make everybody feel comfortable so that nobody feel like this person is doing more than the other person. Of which that is to protect her. Go and ask that woman that is parading lies. A woman who has children parading lies. How much is she contributing? So please, forget all those lies. They are all lying. These people are all lying. They want to get rid of our defense and get rid of our finances. You know what the PM says. Don't put no money in that account. You cannot put a liberation movement money in a charity account. You want to indict what we are doing. So please, don't listen to those lies. She is lying. She is lying from the pit of hell. And if she continues to say that nonsense again, that meeting is recorded and we'll release it. Thank you.
Thank you. Win-Win, you have the mic. Your question, sir.
All right. One question, why I actually asked the receipt to be sent to me, I use that receipt as a record. Whenever I click on the message between me and that whoever it is, I will actually get all the receipts. I can just get, I can use it and do my plus and minus. And at the same time, some are giving more than others. So I don't want it to be like a kind of where people are raising competition, who will give more than or who is not giving. So I try to protect everyone donation. So it's just going to be between you and just between you, you know how much you are contributing. So I don't, and the same platform, actually, and number 3, I don't want everyone be posting their receipt in the same platform. That would be too much of receipt. And whenever we post anything important, you're not going to be able to get to it to read it. So that whatever we put in that platform, people can go through it, at a timely manner and just get the right information instead of just, filling it up with messages of receipt. That's one of the reasons as well. But I'm so disappointed that our people, I don't know why they are just, I don't know what's wrong with them, but I'm happy that we are all in this together. When Biafra come, a lot of them, if we have to find how to reset their brain, to educate them, to teach them, so they start thinking normal and how people are supposed to act or behave in a normal society. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And some people were, somebody was saying, instead of you saying that you're rescuing us, that was why they now want to use their hand and handle the account and know when to be rescued or when not to be rescued. What do you say about that?
When our prime minister was here, I rescue us. And he have actually, in our cabinet meeting, when we need to offset some big payment, and I did it, and everybody know that. So when I say I rescue, that was last week. I was saying I just want Biafrans to know a little bit about OGOJA, and at the same time, for those that don't know me, and just give a little bit, talk a little bit of what I have done. Who want to handle the account? Why now? That's another one question. If our prime minister is here and he have a problem with the account, you guys got to be careful that we have gone through this during the time of Oyibo and others before, Nelly and Co. You all have to be careful about that, about our account. 2 places that is no go area is our account and defense. And again, there's a bunch of people that are called bunch. I have a reason that don't know how government work or how things work. If they have access to the account or have information, it will go public. And it actually happened 3 weeks ago Diane Eme was added to the same account. Diane Eme screenshot. You guys listen, I haven't said this again before. She screenshot the balance of the account and posted in one of their group, which is, if our prime minister had been here, he gonna be so mad with that lady. You screenshot the balance from a government account and post it in a platform that work, just like posting it in IPOB USA platform. That is sabotage. The general public, Nigerian government, do you know, even the zoo government, do you when is the last time they come and tell you how much they have in their bank account? What about the United States of America? This we're talking about, and one other thing people don't know, that the way our prime minister set up the government account, we have a treasury committee. The treasury committee know how much in the account, the flow, transaction, and everything. People that, I think I'm just saying it for the first time now. We have a treasury committee. What do I say? Treasury committee. So if I have, even if there's a problem, there's an answer. Who to answer to is the treasury committee. So this treasury committee is as well pleased. The treasury committee know the in and out of the account. So why will I bring the account to people that are still called Achikata Ekwonu? The next thing they will use it and do program. The next thing they will bring it to public. Public will know what we have in our account. They will know what is going on there. All I'm doing is to protect the account. And I have a reason why I'm doing that. I think I have one more question, then I have to go. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, sir. At least our senior citizens can sleep because of hearing from you, sir. Win-win, you have the mic, sir. Win-win. One question.
Thank you. Stella, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. One question.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank the Information Minister, Mazi Sonia Parawa, and our able Finance Minister for coming up to clear the air in some things that is happening. Amen. A lot is happening, and I am not here to ask any question. I just want to say something here. What I want to say is that our people need to be very, very careful. If you don't know anything, any information, don't come out to say it. I remember the time of Gaddafi and Madam Azuka. The government dissolved Gaddafi and Azuka resigned. From my own information, I think it was just, simple disobedience, which they handled internally. My anger right now is that I don't know why we are coming out in public to discuss about finance, government finance. This is supposed to be internally. Now, my question to our able Information Minister is there no how this can be resolved internally, pending till when our PM is out? Thank you. And I have something to say.
Okay, I think we already straightened this to educate Biafran people. Put your money where you be putting it. We just say until our PM is out. Put your money where you be putting it until our PM is out. So we have to talk to those that are trying to divert our money to somewhere else, or just try to sabotage our finance system that was set up by our Prime Minister. So if we all believe in our Prime Minister and still believe in his decision when he come out, we just have to put everything on hold and wait until he come out. He's still alive, and unless you saw him, are thinking he's not going to be out, but I believe he will be with us shortly. So please put your money where you be putting your money. Stand your ground. Don't let anyone deceive you. Nothing is wrong. No, nothing is nothing is wrong as of this moment. The account still remain the account. The website still remain the website, and our men on ground, we are doing the best we can to still take care of that, just like as we be doing when our Prime Minister is here. So nothing have changed. So we just have to educate our people. Let's still stay with the winning team the same way we be operating before he was called for questioning. Thank you.
Please,
I have a very important question. Because, please.
Mercy, wait, please. We don't have extra time again because we have some meetings
Yeah, I have a meeting that I
some
have
other
to
things
attend, maybe
to
some other
attend
time.
to.
Yeah, just
So
1 second,
maybe
please.
when
Just
we
1
come back
second.
again, let me say something because I will go out because the time for other things are up. Many of you that have been doing one thing or another and sing the glory of Prime Minister recently with the game of chess that they are playing, you have disappointed the Prime Minister. I'm saying this directly to Honorable John Iwuje. I sent a message through the Deputy Media and Information Minister, Minister Ajare, to you that you should cut some videos, edit some videos for us to use, because we were to send those videos to the Finland to work on Prime Minister's case. You ignored. But this is you that have been working whenever we called you to cut videos for Prime Minister all this while. You did not take that serious. You left that behind. You went to go and cut videos for Ndinsama. So, please, I beg of you and all of you, not only you and many of you, that are singing the praises of Prime Minister and been working to the Prime Minister.
Finance
And now,
Minister, can you mute your mic, please? Finance,
mute him.
your mic.
Just mute him for us. Mute him for us.
Okay, I don't even know how to do it. Let me see.
Now that Prime Minister is not here, and then many of you now start developing. Now the Prime Minister is not here, many of you start developing gold feet. What you used to do, you don't want to do it again. You prefer to dance to the gallery. Please, retrace your steps. If you so love Prime Minister, you love Biafra, you love what you have been doing for Biafra, continue doing it. And don't be carried away with the dance that is ongoing. I beg of you. I'll leave you guys here now because we have to attend to other things. Thank you so much. We'll be back again.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. At least our senior citizens can be relaxed and the BP will be normal. Thank you, sir. We love
And
you.
please, Stella,
Sir?
let the media team know that our work now is not to be reading and interpreting the Biafra Charter. Our work is to create awareness for funding. So those that want to divert your attention to go and start reading Constitution and Biafra Charter and interpret it now, that is not what we want now. Focus on what will give us defense mechanism and how money can be raised, not Charter. Charter will not give us money now. Constitution will not give us money now to defend motherland. Focus on things that are of priority, not misplaced priorities at this time. You can study Charter later in your rooms, but when you come here, educate Biafrans of the way and manner we can raise funds and the need for us to defend motherland. These are the important things now, not to be going to sit down to read Constitution now and read this, please.
Okay, can I ask my question, please? 1 second before you go, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, my information minister. My main concern now, because of all this thing going on, and yeah, especially back home, Nigerian government sending in their troops, their armored this thing, looking for gentle and the Butuzo. Hope all these things. Hope our defense is still okay as it was, or they're just looking for them and nothing is happening.
Like we just told you now, if our defense were not still intact, will they be able to do the work they did last night? Will they be able to do the work they did? Will they be able to do the work they did while we were in convention? They wouldn't. And you saw the CCTV footage that came out today. That was this morning. You can see the date on it. The zoo terrorists, after collecting extra marks, last night, they came this morning to come and pack their body bags. That's why they could not cross the red line. So we challenged them to cross the red line. They could not, and they were just beating the drum there. Bam, 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 bam. Ta, 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 ta. So everything is intact. You guys just need to intensify your funds. Thank you so much. I have to leave you guys now because
Sir,
I can't be divided into meetings. Thank you so much.
Sir, please wait a little while. This brother from United States of Ghana, I don't know if he has a question for you because I can see he's confused. I've been watching his video and he's not going the right way. I don't know if he's the one here. If you are the person, please take the mic and ask your question. We want you all to be clarified. Thank you. United States of Ghana or something like that. Biafra from Ghana. Please take the mic.
Yes, good evening, Biafran people. Yes, please, I have this question to ask because it seems that everything is going out of hand and every one of us, we are not happy with what is happening. We are not happy at all. And especially bringing all these things on social media is one of the things that we never expect that it will be happening. And upon all these things came out on social media, everybody is now fighting. I mean, just like I want to say this is not making sense. So after conversion of Biafra in Finland, the next thing we are seeing now is fighting each other. We the Biafran people, we are not happy at all. A lot of us is looking for this opportunity to speak up, but is not many of us we are not getting it. So this issue of everything now, we should find the best way to resolve all these things. Because if we're looking at what is happening right now, if you look at it very well right now, what happened during the Mazen Kantan is exactly what is we Biafran people we are seeing right now. And I'm being honest saying all these things. What happened during Mazen Kantan and right now? Issue of account during Mazen Kantan and issue of account right now is the same thing, everything, there's no different. And we are finding it difficult with the Biafrans seeing all these things happening. And exactly what happened then is what is happening right now. If this thing is something that you people will find the best way to resolve, let you people resolve it. As a cabinet members, you come meeting and do the needful. This thing that is happening right is not something that is supposed to come out on social media. And that is exactly how you people are supposed to do it. But right now, everything has come out on social media and you people are not looking way forward to resolve it. And you people are still, this one will be analyzing here, different person will be analyzing somewhere. We are not getting it right at all.
My brother, I would like you to ask the questions you were asking on your platform, please. You know you are a broadcaster, so I want you to ask those questions that you are using to attack information minister and the rest of them. You know, I followed you and I loved you. For a while that I was not hearing from you, I was the person asking of you from everybody. Please, I want you to clarify of what is at hand because you be accusing them and you should be able to ask your questions now, please. Thank you.
My own is to speak to bring my opinion. I'm not attacking anybody and I'm not siding anybody. I can never do that. And I've been speaking up from Mazen and Kantan. I never side anybody. I mean anywhere that the truth is. And with what I see and hear is what I follow. I don't listen that somebody tell me or somebody will call me to be this or I don't do that.
But there's the question you're asking on your platform, or you have you forgotten the question and now you're making submission. They are telling you to ask that question because if you go back now, you go and start asking that question. Now you are here on the space. Ask it. You are beating around the bush.
Yes, let me ask the question. My question is that if you people are asking question, why is everything repeating? I mean, why is everything happening now that the Biafra Prime Minister is not here? I want to ask this question. Why didn't we ask the same question during Mazen and Kantan? That why are we, just like the way where Biafra Prime Minister move on, doing what he's doing right now, why didn't we wait for Mazen and Kantan during his time to come out before we continue?
My dear, what I heard you say is that there is a government in place now. That why wouldn't they support the government in place? Why are they trying to distract the people that you can never support them? Because they sign every document that the government is using right now. I would like you to ask them why are they not supporting the government in place?
Part of the question I just asked right now is part of the question that I asked there, which is one of the questions.
Okay.
And I want this one to be answered. Why are we not waiting?
Our information minister to just answer you so he can.
Yes, please.
Sir, are you there?
Mr. Tony, are you there?
Sir.
Sure, sir.
What was his question again? Why are we coming up with
where is
accountability
him?
now?
Yes, my question. Let me repeat my question. Just
Hold
like
on, I think I got you. You said why are we coming back with the accountability now, right?
yes, if you can put it that way, please.
Okay. God bless you, and God bless every Biafran that has a clear conscience. And God will punish those that are purporting falsehood. Yes, because if you continue to purport falsehood, doom and more causes and evil will befall you. Now, those that are asking of accountability, is it Sonny that is here that is asking for accountability? Is it the Minister of Finance that is asking for accountability? Or is it Ajay that is asking for accountability? Is it this Biafrans that are asking for accountability? You know those asking for accountability. So why are you coming to ask me, why are we asking for accountability? Am I the one asking for accountability? Is it that some of us don't just oppose the situation before we decide to come and talk, or we just hear the lies, we jump into the media? I am the one that is telling somebody, don't come and ask for accountability on the head of Simon Ekpa when he is not here. Don't come and tell us to bring account to come and show you anything when the man is not here. Go and wait until when the man is here, because this is treason against his person and against his office and against the entirety of Biafra. So I'm not the one asking for accountability. I'm the one stopping the accountability, because the accountability group wants to come and destroy our defense and destroy our finance. Because some of you don't get the
Our minister,
importance
that's not
of
his
the defense and
question.
the finance. No, that was the question.
Minister Tony,
That was the question he
that's not what
posed.
the guy. That's not what the guy was actually asking.
That
The guy,
was the question he posed.
the
Please
guy
let
was
me
saying,
repeat this question. Let me repeat the
guy is
question.
still here. Allow him.
Please give me some minute to repeat this question. According to, because me, I judge with what I hear and see. I don't judge as siding anybody or what anybody say. My own opinion is with my opinion is what I'm going to judge people from. According to the explanation you people are giving us, that we should move on. According to the explanation you people are giving us right now, that okay, let me put it this way. According to COS, she's calling for people in office, especially let me say financial minister, to come and give a declaration. And there was the reason why he's being called to come for this clarification, because without the dissolving of the old cabinet member, I want to say this, just give me opportunity to say it.
No,
Without the dissolving of,
wait. Before you go on, because you said there was a reason why.
yes,
Are you in
the
the
reason,
cabinet to know, or did you know what the reasons was?
no, please let me
You said, wait
give the reason
now,
of, let me give the
don't
reason,
rush,
please.
because you people are taking what you hear say to come and make judge. Now you say because there is a dissolution of cabinet.
Yes,
Do you
according to what
do
we hear
you
from you people, please.
according to what you hear, do you dissolve cabinet of a government that is still working? Then you dissolve the prime minister, you dissolve the entire thing. So if you are to look for accountability, do you do accountability on top of the prime minister when he's not here? You ask for accountability. Are you okay, sir? Why don't you ask for accountability when the man is here? You're looking for the accountability of a man that is sacrificing his entire life when he has been taken to go and answer questions for the same cause. And then you now assemble yourselves. These people that assemble themselves are the same persons that he brought together to fight for them. So because he is in trouble now, you now assemble yourselves, and then you are calling him to come and do accountability for you.
No, information minister, please.
Is it
What
too
I'm
hard?
trying to
Is
say,
it too
please.
hard to wait?
What
Is
I'm
it
trying
too
to
hard
say
to
is that
wait for him to come back
what
when
I'm
he
trying to
comes
say,
back?
Minister of Information, that during Mazen and Kantan, we never waited.
Forget Mazin Namdekano time.
No, what happened during that time? I'm judging this case. I'm judging this case with
Nigeria detention.
and the prime minister is not here right now. So I'm judging what I'm saying right now with what happened then and what is repeating right now, because we are not seeing
Honorable
different.
Minister, can you go for your meeting and allow us to handle this man, please? Go for your meeting, my minister. Allow us to handle this man, please.
Thank you.
Don't waste your energy, please.
Now, excuse me, please. I want to say something, because our information minister don't understand the reason why we are trying to interpret the charter, and exactly what this guy is doing here is the reason why we are trying to interpret the charter, because it is obvious that this guy doesn't understand how government is being run. That is why he's still making references of Nnamdi Kanu. A government is a government, and a group, IPOB, is an organization, not a government. And if this guy here is intelligent enough to go and read our charter, he will understand that there is nothing like deputy prime minister in Biafran charter. United States, there is nothing like deputy prime minister in Biafra charter. It is not in Biafra charter. But I know some people like you, we never go and read. You have a charter which states everything about the government of Biafra. Why did we do the declaration in the first place at Finland if we cannot obey the charter of Biafra? That charter what was used to generate every document we are going to use for our liberation and international community. And that charter does not have anything like deputy prime minister in it. It doesn't exist in Biafra charter. Where did Ngozi bring deputy prime minister from? It is not in our charter.
Maybe she have her own charter. Sorry.
Not only that, who voted because prime minister was voted as a prime minister, who voted to bring her up as a deputy prime minister. I think we should know all this.
Thank you very much.
The people that will now vote is these people now he has not collected as his.
They did not even. They
now vote.
They did not even vote for her. She put it on herself. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to point out is this guy that is saying Nnamdi Kanu and all that don't even know that this guy is not even aware that there is nothing like a deputy prime minister in our charter. And I want to tell this guy here that our charter is being driven from 3 different countries. First country is Finland. Second country is United States of America. Third country is Switzerland. It is the combination of these 3 countries that our charter is based on, built on, and written from. Now, these countries, if you go there, go and ask, for example, go and do research. My brother, I'm talking to you directly. Go and do research, the United States of Biafra. Go and do research and ask if Switzerland have anything like deputy prime minister. Go and ask America if America have anything like deputy prime minister. Go and check on Finland if Finland have anything like deputy prime minister. These 3 countries is where we drive our charter. Then go and read our charter and see if there is anything like position of deputy prime minister. There is nothing like that. Where is Ngozi Orabreze bringing deputy prime minister? Where? That is the question. Before you come here and start giving instances about Nnamdi Kanu, go and read your charter and know what your charter says. Your charter said that this particular charter is going to serve us until this particular government in exile is going to remain until we are completely out of Nigeria occupation. Should I read it for you? Let me read it for you. Give me a minute. Let me read it for you. I want you to listen to it, so that before you go to your space and start deceiving our people. Let me read it for you.
No need, I beg. Make the one we give and don't do. Make him go read by himself. There are hands up.
Okay, thank you very much. So,
please, my brother, go ahead and read it. Read it, please. Go ahead and read it.
Let me read it.
Other people are listening.
Yes, let me read it. Other people are listening. Let me read it, please. Just give me a minute. It's very, very important. Yes, I'm trying to read it now.
If you can also read page 26 and 27, that would be also good.
Let me read it. Okay, now it says, let me state it clearly now. Wait. Okay, it says like this. Following, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Following the liberation of Biafra from Nigeria, the Biafra de facto government, consisting of BRGIE and BRGH together, shall form nucleus of the transitional government of Biafra, TGB, under the direction of the peoples of the nation of Biafra, in order to conduct the governmental affairs of Biafra, guided by the Biafra Charter. Guided by the Biafra Charter. Take note. For a period not to exceed 4 years, during which Biafra puts formal structures in place to continue and to succeed as a nation under a permanent constitution of the nation of Biafra. Then he says again, the term BDFG shall last from October 20, 2023. October 2023 is when this charter is written by our PM. It says that the term BDGF, this BDGF is Biafra de facto government. Biafra de facto government. Now he said the term Biafra de facto government shall last from now, when the chapter was written, which is 20th October 2023, until Biafra is fully liberated from Nigeria occupation, until Biafra is fully liberated from Nigeria occupation. Immediately after the full liberation of Biafra, the Biafra de facto government shall transform into the transitional government of Biafra, TGB, during which socio-political and civic structures shall be put in place. A period not exceeding 4 years. At the conclusion of that period, the transitional government of Biafra, TGB, shall unconditionally cease to exist and shall be replaced by a duly constituted government of Biafra following a constitutional conference. Have we fully liberated from Nigeria? The answer is no. Why are you dissolving the government? Why are you going against our own charter, which is on our own constitution? Wow. Why is Ngozi Orabeze going against the Biafra charter? If you go further to read the place I read now is the chapter, the 26 and 27 that Stella is talking about. Then let me read the purpose of our charter. Very, very important. The purpose of it. Let me just read it out. Because some of us don't even know what we are doing. We are throwing away the charter and we are here crying. It's not about emotion. If we don't obey the charter, then we are as well as Nigeria that doesn't obey the rule of law. Then purpose of charter. It has two numbers. Number one, the primary purpose of the charter is to establish an enduring national structure, governance structure, and basic code of conduct for the people and the functionaries, as directed by the people of Biafra. Hear me, as directed by the people of Biafra. Did the people of Biafra direct Ngozi Orabeze? No. Which contribute to and inform a future national constitution. Then number two says, in addition, the charter has provided the platform for the formation of Biafra government, Biafra Republic government in Israel. Listen to number two. In addition, the charter has provided the platform for the formation of Biafra Republic government in exile. The charter has provided the platform for formation of Biafra Republic government in exile. I know why I'm repeating it. The charter has provided the platform for the formation of Biafra Republic government in exile, BRGIE, and de facto government, BDFG, to serve nation and people of Biafra during the period that Biafra is under occupation of Nigeria. During what? The period that Biafra is under occupation of Nigeria. Is Biafra still under occupation of Nigeria? Yes. Which means what this charter says still stands. What does that tell you? It tells you that Ngozi Orabeze have totally gone contrary to the charter of Biafra government. Totally contrary, 100% contrary to what our charter states. I heed.
Stanley, I have an announcement.
Okay, thank you. Tech have an announcement. Go on. Thank you, Stanley. Tech, are you there? Oh, they've knocked him out. Seems they've knocked him. Oh no, he's here.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, Biafrans. Thank you so much, my brother Stanley. All right. This charter was what actually drive us day before yesterday to the, voting that we carried out here, on the proportion of trying to resolve this madness that is going on with our politicians, Biafran politicians. So now I want to say something and I want you guys to pay attention. Okay? Biafrans have one voice and majority carry the vote. We do not care whatever is the thing you have in mind, for coming to, to drag position in Biafran government. But we must abide by the rules and regulation according to the charter. So I was doing my consultation, compiling the names, the list of the delegates Biafrans have voted. So I decided to consult somebody, one of our own here. And there is a group of people. Let me start mentioning them because I don't send anybody, Papa. You understand me? So, Ugo 247 hosted a space. And in that space, they were countering my opinion of resolving this madness. They said that Biafran, I think Princess, the Secretary of Information, as it is today, said that Biafran chapter has done its work. All right. Meanwhile, countering exactly what Stanley is reading now, that Biafran charter was for Helsinki Declaration, and after the declaration, the Biafran charter has been forward to constitution. And then I started asking myself as a student of history, like, how? Constitution can only be implemented when Biafra has been restored and defended and stable. Then we have delegation. That is when we have, state and national assembly who will now make the law, the lawmakers. Now we have three arms of government. We will have the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. In this way, that constitution is not even complete. I've read it. I have the copy. It's not complete. All right. There are going to be stages of constitution. Now, Americano try to correct it. My pain in that space is that Americano want to read exactly how American Constitution was formed. American Constitution was formed in, I think it was the first release, and later on, in 2 years or 3 years later, they released another version. It kept on amending until they have what they have today as a constitution. So it's not even, we are not going to recon on the first constitution of Biafra because it's going to be amended. It will be imputed as the civilization rotating. We keep on amending our constitution. Now, somebody is telling me that the charter, which gave us the power, all right, in Helsinki Declaration, is no more, is no more in use because the declaration has been taking place. We are now in constitution. For me, what I'm seeing that is playing here is coup d'etat. Record this thing. My name is Tech Guy, man.
Thank you, Tech Guy. Thank you. You find out. You see the reason why I told you no? Okay.
Hold on. Because I want Biafrans to read. That charter, I have been studying that charter yesterday because I don't want to make mistake. I don't want to say that, okay, you created delegates because some people have started accusing me. They say that I nominated who I like. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to mention the names of delegates whom Biafrans, elected on this space. All right. I am going to read the delegates. Everybody should pay attention so that you know these delegates. And what are the jobs of these delegates? Biafrans are mandating them with one voice and say, okay, in this delegation, when you get there, this is what Biafrans want you to do. Call the COS, call the Minister of Finance. And probably the Minister of Finance can invite others. But these two parties are the two major parties we know for now. Minister of Finance and the COS. Call two of them in that group, then throw questions. Let the charter be the guideline to the answer. So that wherever the Minister of Finance say, is going wrong, we now say, okay, this is according to the charter. This is it. You are not supposed to do this. You are not supposed to do this. This is your boundary, Minister of Finance. Then Minister of Information, this is your boundary. You are not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to disobey the order of the COS. Now, COS, there is nothing like, deputy. There is nothing like deputy prime minister. There's nothing like that. You remain the COS. According to this charter, you will uphold this charter until, our prime minister comes out. And this is what you're meant to do. This charter did not give you authority to fire anybody. This charter did not, because I've been reading the charter over and over again. I know the power of ministers in that charter. Is there? Go and get your copy and read it. I know the power of the COS, who is acting now. All right. I know her power until our prime minister comes back, which wouldn't take much time. Before you know it, our prime minister will come back and meet the house in this disorderliness. We are trying to put this together. Now they are now trying to discard the charter. Well, we don't want to listen to you people. I ain't going to listen to me, because I have the list of the delegates. Number one delegate, of which we know already, we voted, is MID Brigade, the Professor Academic Juggernaut Academic Hires. He is number one. All right, the MID Brigade. You can go to his page and follow him. You can also go to his page. If you have any question, go and throw that question to him, not me. I am not the Biafrans. I am one of the Biafrans that elected him. You are one of them. That was why we were telling you guys to vote that day. Okay. Then number two, we have Awem Wadiala. Everybody know Awem. He has been a very patriotic, this media warrior, and he is also a man of peace. He is very, very consistent. He has been following us from day one of Nnamdi Kanu, and he wants peace. Awem has nowhere to shed anything. He wants peace. All right. Now everybody knows JD Walker. JD Walker is one of the media warriors here, and has been here without shaking. He even traveled to Finland. He was there. JD Walker is the third number of the delegate. Then we go to the fourth number. Fourth number is Biafra Unite. Everybody know Biafra Unite. Biafra Unite is one of our own who has been promoting the media. Like I said, most of the people we elected are mostly on media, because this war, this confusion is in media, all right? And none of them are member of the cabinet. So Biafra Unite is one of them, which Biafrans voted. Number three is Clara Dims. Clara Dims is one of our own. Like I said, I don't want anybody to start accusing anybody for now, all right? Until these delegates go in and do what is right for Biafrans, all right? Clara Dims is one of our own, our sister in Warri. Everybody know her. She's very vocal, very educated, sound in law and international politics. Then number five is Christopher Okenwa. Everybody know our Christopher Okenwa. We watched and saw what he did in Finland. He is very, very popular, and he knows what he's doing in terms of this government. So he will be representing the voice of Biafra in this aspect of delegation to resolve this madness. Then number six, we have Ben Chooks. Everybody know Ben Chooks here online. There is no day you will log in here, you will not see Ben Chooks making contribution, try to direct the government on what to do. Even during the constitutional, during the writing of constitution, we were all deliberated here. So Ben Chooks is one of the elder statesmen who will represent Biafra in that delegation. Then we go to number seven. We have our brother Arinze. He is one of the youth. I think he's the youngest person there. Arinze is popular. People should cut this space and give it to him so that he will know he's one of the delegates that will speak the mind of the youth in that delegation to make sure that this thing resolved. He will go there again with Koboko. Anybody wait or any elder
Third guy,
we won't talk nonsense. He go flog him. Hold on.
Please don't interrupt Tech guy, he doesn't like interruption. Go on, Tech.
Tech, go on now.
Thank you, my sister Stella. Ekwensu. Mbosim gafu face to face. That day. I promise you that. I am a retired boxer. I no send you. Ekwensu. Charum nozo. So now we go to the number 8. We have our own media, BWOC, our own dear brother here, Dr. David Nana. Everybody know him. Dr. David Nana is a journalist and he's a sound man who has been coming here promoting this media. He's one of the pioneers. Before when we were in autopilot, he was the one that migrated some of us to this group, and here we are today. So Dr. David Nana does not shade anything. He just wants exactly the structure. We are talking about the structure that our prime minister have laid. That is that particular, that particular charter that they're trying to knock out. That is the structure, because everything is there. Once if you got any problem, you go there, you find it in the charter. That is the structure. Show me any other structure if it's not the charter. All right. Now let's go to the number 9. Number 9 is It's Me Again. Now, It's Me Again was voted by Biafrans to represent this delegation. Why? Because It's Me Again is a journalist. I don't know whether he's a journalist, but he sounds like a journalist. He asks critical questions that, undermine the evil character of the enemy. So we need people like that who will throw shade on questions that is very critical. And it is going to be based on this particular charter. All right? It's Me Again is one of us. He has been here. He's a media warrior. Everybody knows him. If you don't know him, search him and follow his page also. Now, number 10, we have our dear brother, Ben Uwabo. Everybody know Ben Uwabo. Elder statesman Ben Uwabo. He's also an elder, because our people said elders cannot be in the ocean and dirty will enter our eyes. So he has to be there to represent Biafrans, to also speak sense to these government officials, these Biafran politicians. All right. So we are now a country. They are politicians, so make una know they are politicians. All right. So now number 12, we have Happy Ume. Everybody know our mother here, Happy Ume. She is very calm. She's highly educated. All right. Happy Ume will be one of the elder stateswomen who will be representing Biafra in that particular delegation. All right. Now, before I call the rest of the people, listen to me. If you think what we are doing will not bring solution, get out of this page. We don't need you. Trust me, we have made our choice, because the other group is the other side attacking the other one. The other group is the other. How can we divide? House divided can never, ever solve their problem. A divided house is like a conquered house. Now, I am a mathematician. I know the consequences of divide and conquer. And that's why we have assembled this thing. Nobody should say we are doing Pasha, or this guy is doing this guy is doing that. We can never be Nigeria and Biafra. We can never bring Zoom mentality to Biafra. Never. It's only in Biafra that we will chain you, will arrest a politician and throw politician in behind the bar. He will go to jail. Only in Biafra. We are going to do it. So before I continue, now we have our sister in Canada, Eunice. Everybody know Eunice. Eunice will be representing us there. The reason she will be there is because Biafrans voted her, and she have a lot of hidden things. Because what I understand is that before the declaration, there are so many things going behind the scene between the COS and the ministers, some of the ministers. All right. So it's like a power tussle. In this place, they are going to iron things out. If you know your problem, say it out before the delegate. If delegate is about to retire you and resign you, it will be there. Whatever the delegate says is what Biafra stands for. If the delegate says, okay, you will remain here and do this thing, and this is what Biafrans want you, because you didn't put yourself there. Biafrans put you there. And you are there to serve the interests of Biafrans. And you don't go there with emotions. Don't go there, in a way that you are trying to protect your own interest. I don't like this woman, or I don't like this man. No, it's not what you like. Many people came up here for vote during voting, and Biafrans didn't vote for them. They failed. We have so many people who contest, whom we listed their names, who contested for this delegation, and we didn't vote for them. That's who we are. All right. But those who have been voted, Biafrans have known their history. We know that they will deliver. They are not going there to cause more trouble. All right. Now, finally, we have our own Americano. Now, a lot of people voted because we had votes. People voted for Americano. The reason Americano should be there is that Americano is one of the people who opened our eyes on this charter. Because some of us have Nigerian mentality. Because anything where anybody do in Nigeria now is the right thing. If a politician is looting money, it's not their way. We wake up and we go our business. Nothing concerns us. Even when the future of your children are being looted. So because of that, most of Nigerians don't even know Nigerian constitution. They don't read Nigerian constitution. They don't know anything about them. So, and Americano made sure that he said, I am not going to the delegation until everybody understands what is there in that charter. Because that charter is the basis of the rules until our prime minister is out. If our prime minister is out and they are going to amend anything, it is now the best of the interest of the government and the cabinet to do that. According to, because our prime minister always come up online to brief us. Anything he will brief us, anything, even when they are doing any voting, they will come live and Biafrans will be watching it and be like, well, we support this, we support this. The one we don't support, we tell him we don't support it, and he will pull it down. It's not everything he come up with. He will exercise it and will exercise our rights as citizens. Now, let me make it very clear to you. This is citizenry. We are exercising citizens' rights. Because since this thing has been going, I heard that the conflict resolution committee has been dissolved also. I don't know who, another way, I don't know whether our COS, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, is Abacha, who will wake up one day and start dissolving government practices. Conflict resolution has been dissolved under this mandate. No, conflict resolution should never be dissolved. And because it is dissolved, we are not going to contact them concerning this thing. We are taking this thing as the citizens of Biafra. And we are going to make sure that this thing will get to them before this week runs out. All the members of the delegate will know themselves, and they will now choose who is the chairman of the delegate that is going to convey this message to the COS and the rest of the ministers. All right? We are not Zoo. I keep on saying it. And I want to say one thing before I hit my mic, please. Pay attention. All these people going to online, more especially anybody who knows Chiamaka Jere, should call him to order. Call him to order. Nobody should be posting anything negatively until these delegates are done. We are sending them for an emission. Let's give them benefit of doubt. Wait for them. Don't go and start attacking. Videos are flying and pictures are flying, and I'm not comfortable with that nonsense. Nobody should be attacking anybody for now. Let's not divide yet until the delegates are done with what they are doing. Thank you very much, and remain blessed, Biafrans.
Wow. Please, I have a question for Tech Guy, please.
Thank you.
I have a question, please, for Tech Guy.
Go ahead, Ekwensu. Ekwensu, go ahead.
Well, I want to say thank you because we all we are passionate about Biafra and we want the best interest of Biafra. So my question to you is, when do you expect these delegates to start working, and how often are you going to come in to update us on what is going on? And I will appreciate if you can maybe post a list so we know those that are neutral, those are on side A, and those are on side B.
No, we don't have to post the list. Oh. No. Before you guys will not go and begin to brainwash them.
Not at all. We don't have to. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Thank you.
Ekwensu, listen. I called the names of the people who will be representing Biafra in that delegation. It means you are not here.
No, I heard the names.
Okay, somewhere.
Okay, can we forget about that? When are they starting work? When is this scheduled to kickstart? Thank you.
Good.
Don't worry. Hold on. Because we're learning a lot of lessons. Please don't say it yet. Just go and contact those delegates and let them get themselves together. As soon as they are ready, maybe they've even gone the first route. Then you come and tell us. Before we will scatter.
Thank you.
We are sick and tired of sabotage. We are sick and tired.
We have voted. Biafrans have voted already, Sister Stella. Thank you so much. Biafrans have voted, and who pioneered this voting is me, the Tech Guy, Mazi Stanley, and Stella. We conducted it. Biafrans voted 100%. In this way, Biafrans should exercise patience as we are still trying to reach out to these delegates one-on-one to make sure that we add them in one group. Then we will leave the group. None of us have interest in it. They are going to select their own chairman who will lead the delegate. And they are going to compile the list because Biafran spoke that day. Biafran spoke. Everybody said their mind, what they were. Like all these things we are copying from Minister of Information are things we are supposed to put down and say, okay, Minister of Information said this. Is that true? Then the COS have to explain. And let me say something that Chineke Gapia, some people Koboko. I just want anybody who is familiar with everybody, reach to them with what Biafrans are discussing. Tell them to make sure they accept the invitation of the delegate. Anybody who is invited by the delegate and decided to disrespect Biafrans, you are on your own. I am going to personally come after. Let me not issue, personal threats yet. Let this thing work as we are praying and hoping that these delegates will deliver.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Okay. So, Stanley, have you finished reading of the charter? Have you read page 27?
Yes, I've read. That was the first one I read. I first read page 26 and 27.
Okay. Okay. Is
Yeah,
there
I read
another
it.
chapter I want us to read so that our people will be hearing? Because our people don't like reading. You understand? Is there another one you want to read out also that is reflecting what we are doing? Any other page? Check.
There are so many pages, but we just have to read the one that speak
that we need.
Yes, we can't just go and be reading a place that's not necessary. So what I expected them to do, those that are countering what we are doing, is to also come up and defend themselves from the charter as well. Let them come and read their passage. Then those that said maybe I'm lying, that there is such thing as deputy prime minister, let them also come and read it out too, where it is stated in the charter or in the constitution. I want each and every one of us to back up out of whatever that is our claims with the charter. You come up here, you pick up the mic, you read the page, you tell us the page of the charter, you read from it, and give us your interpretation and back out whatever you're claiming. If you are saying COS is right, this, there are all those Otimpu people, because most of the Otimpu following her have not even read the charter. Their judgment is based on
they don't even care about the charter any longer. They don't care about that.
You see, this is people that want a country that will be like America. They want their country to be like America, but they don't give a fuck about their charter. They don't give a fuck about the rule of law, but they want their country. They want Biafra to be like America.
Can I say something?
Is that not stupidity?
Oh, can I say something?
Yes, you can say something. Thank you, Stanley. Go on, Kama Israel.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Stella, Helen Peters, and all the rest in here listening and deliberating on the best way forward, which is what I'm sure we desire at this time around. Yes, these are things that we cannot avoid. That is why it's good for you to get thick skin so that when such a thing comes up, you'll be able to withstand it. This is a freedom fighting. It's not a solidified government. We are working, towards that. And we are putting things in place. And you will be seeing this, quite often, that's why some people will be sacked from their office and some people will still keep on going. Some people will get tired on the way, So a lot of things will be happening while we continue to move. But one thing we will not allow is for this thing to come and, weigh us down. We will not allow it at all. We will continue to do what we do, continue to preach the truth, continue to stand for the truth, and continue to say it the way it is, irrespective of the person that will be feeling the pain. We just finished the convention, and a lot of things we presented before us during the convention. And obviously, it's more like we want to put something very good out there, good picture, out there, put a good image out there, and at the same time, be able to present ourselves as people that are well organized, well respected people, and all that. But unfortunately, a lot of people made a lot of blunders, both in the hall, outside the hall, before, even during the event and after, But I'm happy that we're finding solution to all these things, and people are going different ways, reading the charter, reading the constitution, finding different ways to resolve the problem, which is good. The first one that someone said here is about the formation of the government, that there is nothing like a deputy prime minister. I think for me, it's not a valid, argument, that you can use because it wasn't in the charter. The reason being, it was actually presented during the convention. What I would say is more valid would be that during the presentation of the new structure, they mentioned prime minister, they mentioned deputy prime minister, they also mentioned different other offices, and they also mentioned chief of staff office. So there is prime minister office, there is deputy prime minister office, there is chief of staff office. But now the question will be, who is the deputy prime minister and who is the chief of staff currently in this their new government? That should be the question, not whether
who voted for the deputy? Who voted for the deputy to come as a deputy?
No, I'm coming.
Because you can't impose deputy on people.
No, I'm talking about what is on the ground. I'm talking about what is on ground at the moment. So these are things that were presented in the convention, but so going by what is on ground, who is chief of staff currently, at the moment, and then who is the deputy prime minister? Is it the COS that is also the deputy prime minister, so that we understand whether what they presented, is not the right thing, or whether they've changed also the structure, that they presented before the word, So these are for me, should be the valid question to ask, rather than putting it that in the charter.
Remember that structure was not signed by our PM. He delegated people to go and organize, to put up a structure and everything, but he never really signed it.
It was never approved. It was never approved.
Thank you. Okay. And so it's very, very important. And we are left now to go by the rules.
I have a question for Kama Izri. Mazi Kamandewo. Please, the question I have for you is, the government that was created in 2 days, on what part of the Biafran document that was adopted by the people that gave the legitimacy for that type of structure to come into existence? Because you are here talking about deputy prime minister and this thing. Which document that gave the legitimacy? It's just like we are arguing that Nigeria cannot try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because, first of all, the way they brought him back was you cannot try legality on illegality because it was
yeah,
kidnapped.
legality. Yeah.
So now you are trying to say we should not talk about that, talk about deputy prime minister and this thing. First of all, before we go to now, let me finish. Before we start asking about different position, what is the legitimate document that gave birth to that structure? Where is it? If you can answer that question, then you can go ahead and talk about the deputy position and all that.
No, if it's what I'm trying to say is like, let's say now we already have a government and we have structure, and the structure is changing from minister to secretary. That is the area I'm trying to. I'm not talking about the people who.
So when is that title supposed to change? Is it supposed to change now, or after Biafra has overcome the occupation of Nigeria and Biafra homeland? When is it supposed to change? But I don't understand. Like, people are mixing things up.
I didn't. Maybe he didn't hear. He didn't hear when I read he didn't hear when I read the chapter.
Please read it again. The purpose of the charter. Read it again to our own hearing, because we don't have time to read.
Hold on.
Stanley.
Yes.
Can you help me read the charter again to everybody's hearing?
Hold on. Especially for Kama. I don't think he had it. Let me read it again. Just give me a minute. Let me go to the page. Maybe he didn't. I'm not sure he got that part. Let me read it again. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
You're talking about transitional government.
That's what you read is the purpose.
Calm down.
Purpose?
Okay. No, I'm going to read the purpose. Then I'm going to read yeah. He said, okay, it's still on the purpose 2.3 AV time. The term of
sorry, Stanley.
Yes.
Stanley. Sorry. I want you to ask Kama Israel this thing, because most of them are not paying attention to that charter. The argument now is that the charter is invalid any longer.
Okay.
No. The charter is 100% valid. The new constitution.
Good. And then pay attention to the charter.
Then pay attention to what the charter says. Pay attention before you start jumping into a deputy prime minister. Pay attention so you get our point clearly. Pay attention so at least you get to know when the issue or what the transition you're talking about is even meant to take place, because that is where we're having problem. I want to just go direct to the part of it that explained when it's supposed to take place. Then I'll lay emphasis so that you'll be able to get it. I won't take it far so that
there is difference between transitional and change of structure.
Come on, hold on now. We want to read something. It's not only you that is here. Others want to also learn.
Which one is transitional and change of structure? Who is changing the structure?
Hold on. Read what our charter said. First of all, read the purpose first. Should we throw away charter? Read the charter.
Kama Israel.
Okay, let me read.
Hold on. Because they are using English to confuse people. English language is not our language. What do you mean by transitional? Wait, hold on. Transitional, that our prime minister is answering questions and absence from office for now. Then the transitional government start taking place, which I know is not even aware. I don't think the prime minister is aware of any transitional government. What do you mean by transitional government?
Invalid for transitioning at the moment.
Now you're speaking. I don't know what you are confusing us. That's the point. That's the point of the charter. That is the point of the charter. That's why I want to repeat it again. That is what the charter is trying to say.
And that transitional process is supposed to take place between 6 months to about 4 years. Not in 2 days.
Exactly.
Not in 2 days even.
In fact, until Biafra is declared and are defended and is stable, that is when the transition will take place. According to the charter.
I'm not talking about
which one.
Please, guys. Let me read the charter. Let me read the charter first. Let me read it. Let me read the charter, please.
We've been begging you. First of all,
let me read it. Let me read it.
Is it valid or not yet valid? From there,
let me start
to the other side.
Okay, let me start with the purpose of it. Okay. Purpose of Charter. Number 1, the primary purpose of the Charter is to establish an enduring national structure, governance structure, and basic code of conduct for the people and the functionaries, as directed by the peoples of Biafra, which contribute to and inform a future national constitution. Future national constitution. Number 2 says, in addition, the Charter has provided the platform for the formation of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, and de facto government, BDFG, to serve the nation and people of Biafra during the period that Biafra is under the occupation of Nigeria. Is saying that this charter is going to serve Biafra government in exile and de facto government during the period that Biafra is under the occupation of Nigeria. Then let me read this particular 27 for you guys. It says, the term of BDFG, meaning Biafra de facto government, shall last from now, when the charter was written, which is October 2023, last year, October 20th, shall last.
Can you hear me? Can somebody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Like he lost his own signal.
Okay, it's not.
I think it's network have problem.
I just brought somebody up and the network started having problem. Please, this
Political and civil structures shall be put in place.
We were not hearing you.
A period not to exceed 4 years. At the conclusion of that period, the transitional government of Biafra, TGB, shall unconditionally cease to exist.
Stanley, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Now go back, because we lost contact with you. So go back a bit and then read, because we lost you.
Okay, let me start. Okay. The term BDFG shall last from now, October 20th, 2023, as at when this charter was written. This BDF means Biafra de facto government. So it says there that the term Biafra de facto government shall last from when it was written on October 20, 2023, last year, until Biafra is fully liberated from Nigeria occupation. That is how long it's going to last. It's going to last until Biafra is fully liberated from the occupation of Nigeria. Immediately after the Immediately after the full liberation of Biafra, the Biafra de facto government shall transform into the transitional government of Biafra, TGB, during which Biafra socio-political and civic structures shall be put in place, a period not to exceed 4 years. At the conclusion of that period, the transitional government of Biafra, TGB, shall unconditionally cease to exist and shall be replaced with a duly constituted government of Biafra following a constitutional conference. That's what it said. I don't know if Kama is stay here. I don't know if he made anything.
Kama is here. Kama can also articulate well.
I took ground.
So you had you've been able to prove that this document charter is still valid till today. Where is this noise coming? We've been able to prove that this charter is still valid, that we're still making, that we are still in progress. We are living the charter. We are living in the charter.
Thank you.
Yeah, the charter is completely valid because we voted for this charter. The same thing as our constitution. What I'm saying here is that if we are changing from the structure of minister of this to secretary, and in the formation they added Deputy Prime Minister and they added Chief of Staff. My question there is, how come that somebody is having two positions at the same time? If we are actually giving it a valid argument that, okay, it's okay for us to change from ministry, minister to secretary. Why
Please,
should
please, Stella, let Elder Godman talk. Please, let him talk. After Kama, please.
So
Stella, can I say something?
When is the chief of staff cease to be, and then now we now have deputy prime minister? That is what I'm trying to say. It's because the word deputy prime minister is not even in the constitution at all, but it was brought in during the convention while they are presenting the new structure of Biafra.
That structure was not approved by our prime minister.
Thank you very much. It's not. It is neither in our charter, neither is it in our constitution. And that same structure you're talking about has not been approved either by the prime minister himself or the people of Biafra. It was just read. It was just read. It was not approved by anybody.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yes, Benjus can say because he's among the delegates.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Stella. Thank you, everyone. Just something a little bit something I just want to push on here for each of us here to know is, yes, we are government in exile, but we are not yet a full-blown government. We are still operating like a military system. That charter is like a shadow constitution that is about to start. It's something you will use to work on.
So sir, we are living already.
What do you mean by shadow? What do you mean by shadow? What do you mean by shadow?
Listen,
what do you mean by shadow?
You have a hold on. Let me clear you.
Wait a minute, brother. Anything you're going to say here, I would like you to back it up either from the constitution or from the charter. If you don't back it, my friend, wait, brother. If you're not backing it, if it doesn't have the constitutional backing or the charter backing, I'm not going to take it from you. Because everything I'm going to tell you here, I'm going to read it out from the charter. I'm not going to say it off head. So if you're saying anything,
make sure believe on the constitution. Now they say make him back with constitution. He doesn't believe.
Hold on. I don't know what the question you are asking. One thing I want to ask you now is our constitution start working.
What about the charter?
Benjus, we have a charter. And we just read the charter, the purpose of the charter. The purpose of the charter is so that it will lead us into our homeland. You understand? So the rules and regulation in the charter is what we are supposed to be using. We are not animals. We are humans. And Obatobia will have known that he saw what happened to Mazen Nandokal. They kidnapped him. And like he knew, he himself, they took him. You understand? So that charter, is a rule that we are supposed to be abiding until we're able to move into our land where the transition government will now, where the exile government will now.
Madam Stella, let's listen to the wisdom of Benjus. Let's see the argument. Let us just listen to him and see the argument. Please let me listen to his wisdom. Please go ahead, Benjus. Let's listen to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, do you know what I said? The charter and the constitution is like a shadow. It's something is going to work, but not yet started working. But we know that
if those are like a shadow, any other body or the cabinet that you are raising now is just by yourself. It is not from the
No,
people. It is who you like to pick that you are not picking up. It is just
it's,
your own
wait, you people cannot
constitution,
allow
isn't
someone
it?
to express
Peters,
himself.
wait.
Yeah, this is
Let me
terrible.
ask Ben Chooks. Ben Chooks, what gave
Chelunu, we all of us just agreed now that we should allow Benchus to speak. Please stop
Let's
putting
allow
words in his
let's
mouth.
allow him, please, to say his
Let's
mind,
allow him
please.
to finish.
Please, oh please,
Because
guys,
he's
let's
supposed to be one of the delegates.
yes, let's allow him, please. Don't choose, please. Go ahead, please. No, don't be offended.
You see, okay, any government coming now is still appointed. It's not real. None of them is real. Everything we are still doing now is still under federal. It's under air. Deputy Prime Minister is not in the chapter. Is not in the charter. COS is not. Everything we are doing now is still appointees, appointed by Prime Minister. So the charter is something like a paper and a constitution Biafra is going to use in order to make the government full legitimate. We got to follow what is inside there to make our own preparation. But at the moment now,
now let's throw the charter away and forget about the charter. So anybody can just decide anything and do it the way you want.
No. It's not that we are going to throw the charter away. I said it's like a shadow document. We have to keep it. We will use it. But at
why will the COS not be subject to this charter that you don't want to be them to throw it away? The COS is not subject to it. According to you, it's a shadow constitution. Why can't you allow us to throw it away? You are according to it's not valid. Let us throw it away.
You can't throw it away because it's similar like a constitution. Our constitution is not.
Then let every party abide to it. This is the simple argument. If you cannot throw it away, what do we do with it? Okay, we want to have parties that is above the charter and those that are subject to the charter. Is that the kind of people you want to be? Listen to yourself. This is a shadow constitution. This is a shadow charter. Let us throw it away. Because some people doesn't respect it. Why will I respect it? If the COS will not respect it, you want party B to respect it. Listen to yourself and let's be realistic.
Has Biafran government, it's me again, has Biafran government started working fully in Biafra land?
This is the question that you are supposed to answer. Because nobody is supposed to dissolve anything until, according to this charter, the government stands in the homeland.
How can you say you are throwing it away?
Now you are on my side.
Benchus, you have made your point. Please, let's pass the mic to another person. Everyone that is here on this space have understand where you stand.
Can we ask
questions,
please?
No, wait now, Benchus. I want Benchus to understand first that he has made his point, so that it's time to move the mic because we have to really move the mic so others will speak. So I don't want to start going. He's trying to tell us that both the charter and the constitution is shadow. That's what he's trying to say. I don't know how someone can say such thing, but then it is his opinion. So let's move the mic. So who is going to speak next?
It's me again.
Please let me make my.
It's me again. Go ahead. I can't even hear it's me again. Stella, can you hear me?
I can't hear him.
It's me again. We are not hearing you.
You muted everybody now. You muted everybody.
I've unmuted. Sorry.
Now I unmute.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's unmuted now. It's unmuted.
Okay, let us listen. I want to go back to what the Minister of Finance said. The reason why I said we should listen to Benchus is to get the mind of the COS, because according to him, with the charter, the constitution is not valid. It's not working. They have scattered everything with the dissolvement. If an appointee, we dissolve a follow appointee. I don't know where that power comes from. But there is no charter at all. Thank you. No problem. But let me tell us something. I listened to Mouthpiece, who said she was part of the committee that aided the convention. And there are some subtleness in terms of the financial dealings from our Minister of Finance. And he said the money they contributed to hold that convention is more than enough. Now, let me put all of you, let me say something that I shouldn't say. During Madam Azuka, she was almost everything. She was running so many positions on the ground. And at a time, the government no longer need her. A vote of no confidence was passed on her. She was demanded to submit all documents, which she did. And an independent party inside Biafra audited her because she was claiming that Biafrans are owing her. Independent party of the government audited her and discovered that indeed Biafrans are owing her. This is a group of people that have been donating, contributing. Every Saturday we will go out for donation. And when you donate, you think because you have donated $10,000, your money is enough to run a government. Do you know the overhead expenses on this government? This is sheer ignorance. And after that, it took instrumental payment to reimburse Madam Azuka. After she was getting her money, after fundraising upon fundraising, because look, sometimes you want to say what are you doing? It happened. It wasn't her that audited herself. It was independent group in Biafran government. Like our financial minister was stating different body that is looking into finance in governance. And for our PM to come to a private meeting where you have the cabinet member to eulogize a single person, do you think that he came? No, he had an information. This party has reported to him. We are overspending and we don't know where this money is coming from. We can only trace it to one force. And the PM was so emotional about that. So when you donate anything you think is enough, you are delusional. Do not allow people to run with it. And I want to help that man in Ghana. This is what I am suffering. You allow them to make their points. You want to engage them. You want to ask them questions. And somebody was giving a bogus statement, making a bold statement. You ask the person, what is your evidence? The person say, I am a spiritual man. I can see. No evidence. No, nothing to substantiate your claims. These claims are too big. You stood up and you call some people criminals. You are consistently calling them criminal. And I ask you how? Why? You say because you are spiritual. You have prophesied so many times, and those prophecies came to pass. For our brother doing media in Ghana, if you go through his page, he has unequivocally condemned these persons, assassinating their character. And he was speaking very fluently. Now he came face to face. He couldn't even answer his own question. His question was, why should he was asking, why should we not allow this government to run? That is his own question. And we have asked him to come to the public to ask questions. And these are the people carrying out propaganda. No evidence, no fact checking. You have not spoken with anybody. You cannot even, and anybody that listens to you, that believe you, is also a mad person. If you listen to Remy Juice, when it happened during Gaddafi, I had so many nonsense from Adadi Orama, making broadcasts in the name of exposition. At the end of the day, she was even implicating our PM. Until PM call an end to that madness. These are the people, and if you look the speech that this government took over, immediately the character assassination started. We don't even know what was happening until they started making broadcasts. That diorama was blasting. And if you see all of them holding space, these are One United, One Nigeria people who we are fighting for. One princess, one the great world greatest or what? These are people that championed Obi cause. They don't like us for anything. How come they begin to speak our narrative? Are you the mic? Thank you.
It's me.
Stanley,
Sister
can you
Stella.
go all out?
I'm here. I can hear you, Stanley.
It's me.
Yes, I can
You
hear you.
can hear me.
Yes.
It's David.
Please hold on.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Hey, Cheluno, na Dukanya under attack. Please, Stanley, can you go all out entirely and then come back because you're still there? Remove yourself entirely and then request. Don't allow me to give you co-host. Request first so that I can solve the problem. Thank you. Okay, we'll go to David. David, you were saying something. Go on.
Yes, it's me. Thank you so much. And for clarification, most of you who were here earlier don't know the reason why I asked the finance minister how poor he was, that the prime minister has to appoint him to head that very important position. The reason being that the narrative they are dishing on the media against this noble man is that he is a poor man, that he is using the money that we people are donating to fund his whatever and to, use and do whatever he wants to do. And that is the singular reason. There is no other reason why I ask him that question. I want him to use his mouth to explain to most of these people who are ignorantly believing the lies that is being told against this man. Very, very important, because if you don't know him, you will think that he is a poor man. He is an employer of labor, if you know what I mean by that. I just want to put that out so that people who are ignorantly talking about what they don't know will actually know that before our prime minister can entrust you with that responsibility.
Sister Stella, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry, this is not my way of doing things, but I just want to recall back something that Ben Wabel said. So Ben Wabel said, Ben Chooks, our elder Ben Chooks. He said that this charter is like we are still like military government. I want to correct that notion. Sir, with my little knowledge on international,
Sir, you're breaking. You're breaking. Can you go all out so I pick you up? We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
No. Can you hear me
Stanley.
Now?
Okay. Yeah.
Can anybody hear me?
It's breaking. It's breaking into two. Yes, I can hear you, but it's breaking from my own side. Guys, can you hear him? Oh, you can hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, no, it's breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking.
All right, let me shift. Maybe because I'm using the earphone. Can you hear me now?
Let's continue to speak. Let's see.
Okay. So I said there is a video I posted about General Sani Abacha of the zoo. Abacha woke up one morning and said, Sususu Civil Service Commission is hereby nullified. Sususu NYNDDC is hereby nullified. Is hereby dissolved. National Assembly is hereby obliterated. In the English, he was even speaking there. Some of the English, if you don't even understand the meaning of dissolve, obliterated, and all those English he was using there. So now Ben Chooks is trying to tell us that this government is like a tyranny. It's like it is the same thing as the Abacha or the military regime. But I want to put it to you, Ben Chooks, is not. It is not. This government, let me explain it to you, what that charter means. Charter is the structure. Let us not confuse ourselves with English while we are trying to, so that I don't like this name calling and all this insult. All right. That charter is the structure they are talking about. They say the structure our PM lead, you are laughing, but it's true. The structure is the charter. If you want to know which structure our PM lead, go and grab the copy of that charter. When you read that charter, that is the structure. So if you are going outside that charter, it means you're not following the structure. All right. And that is number one I want to correct you. So we are not into totalitarian or military regime where somebody will just wake up and dissolve the cabinet. No. Or appoint, you are dissolving a cabinet that you are inside. You are a member of the cabinet. And you are dissolving that cabinet. Meaning you too, you are not supposed to be in that cabinet. Now, what it means is that you did not dissolve. You just woke up and sack members of your cabinet without the approval of the Prime Minister. It is not included in the charter. Let us forget about who chop money or who no chop money. Let us look at the charter and then say, okay, what are the things we are supposed to do? Because why I'm saying this is like, for me, this is like coup d'etat. Exactly. This is coup. This is how coup operates. If you have read the history of coup d'etat, how it has been operated in Africa, when somebody assumes a position in the government and start removing members of the cabinet, that is how coup is supposed to be. It's like total overthrow. So, and we Biafrans said no to such anarchy, that we should go to that, lay down rules, which is the charter. I say, okay, from this charter, let's address our problem. Where did we go wrong about this? And again, somebody posted a few minutes ago, he said that some people are disobeying the order of the government. That some people, is it the order of the government? There is difference between a president and presidency. All right. There is great difference between a president and the presidency. The presidency means the office of the president. Now, the president means the person assuming the office. Now, you people should differentiate it. Are we disrespecting the person of the president or the presidency? Because in as much as we are concerned, the charter is the presidency, which is the law that is above every other person sitting there. It is the charter that will give you the condition of the way you will sit in that presidency, not the president. Now, if the president misbehaves, the charter also have power to throw the president out and assume another person as the president, because the charter cannot, be overruled. It is supreme in as much as we are concerned. And this, now that we don't have constitution, until constitution is available and Biafra is stable, that charter is supreme to any personality, supreme to any office. So that charter is the backbone where we should be deliberating. And for some people who says that how can somebody say that so person come to give an account? For goodness sake, we have heard the both parties. We have heard the COS. We've heard from the two adults should be lying. And that's why this delegate is very important. Two adults cannot be lying. You say you invite me for a meeting, and I did not see any invitation from your meeting. And because I did not show up for the meeting, the next day you fire me. You understand me? So there should be we need to even investigate technologically, check emails. We have power to reverse any deleted email. So we check emails and see, actually, you were invited and you did not show, and why, what are your reasons, and all this things. And I want to say something again. Copy this thing and go and tell her Daddy Oramo. He should stop saying all those nonsense she's saying. I know how we battled during the time of Madam Bazooka and Gaddafi. And she is trying to bring all these things back. Because anybody that is very close to her, approach her and tell her that this thing she's doing is putting potty on the faces of Biafrans. And we don't like it. We will not tolerate it. Whatever you do here on media, tomorrow we are going to remember you for that. Thank you very much.
Please, Madam Sarah, can I
Stella, let people that have not speak now. Let people that have not spoken. See, okay, see,
Elder God man to speak.
Yeah, Elder. Before we go to Okesin, okay, you're welcome, sir. No,
after Elder God, Queen will speak, please. Queen Beauty.
Grand rising, everyone. Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you, Elder God. Go ahead, please.
All right, I came into this discussion.
I would like to ask you a question, but
I'm here because of the transition statement. To start with, if we should be truthful to ourselves.
I'm not hearing this man. Let him speak well.
If we should be truthful to ourselves, without the charter, we don't exist as a people. So if you say the charter is a shadow government, you are equally saying that we are shadow citizens and we are shadow countries. But I don't want to dive into this issue for now. Before you talk about transition government, what are the things that occur first? Before you talk about transition government, there have to be a war between you, the liberator, and the occupier of your land. You, the liberator, that is tired of the nonsense, and the occupier of your land. Then after you have defeated them in your land, then a transition government will be announced to nullify the existing government. This is how it is done every year. Because most people just come online thinking that everybody's an illiterate. We are not educated. That's what they think. But they don't know that most of us live in diaspora and we are educated. After you have been able to defeat the occupier of your land, then there is a transition government to nullify the existing government. Then, for a period of time, where this government will try to put things in order before the government will now give a room for democracy to come back to that country. Biafra was declared on 29th, if I'm not mistaken. The same day that it was declared, the existing government was dissolved. Why the hurry? Why the rush? Why the hurry? Why the rush? And if you ask questions, the next thing they sack you like BCOS during their time. I have been existing for a very long time. We were the people who fought during the time of BCOS when they were sacking everybody. We fought for this government. Even the Prime Minister himself, we fought for him. When they were calling him, when they were calling him all sorts of names, we defended him. So we defended him in all platforms. I lost so many of my accounts defending him, but I never surrendered. The same tyranny regime that the DOS that we changed their name to POS, we are using is the same thing that this government is bringing, and you say we shouldn't talk about it. If anybody talk, that person is being labeled a terrorist. That person is being labeled a criminal. That person is being labeled a saboteur. And you want all of us to be afraid
even
and keep quiet.
With death, my sister. They threatened me with death.
They are threatening people, giving the names of people and they are put details out so that the zoological republic agent can be able to go after their family one after the other. And you say it's not a tyranny government? If you go to the group and you talk about it, they remove you. If you talk about it anywhere,
she's even blocking people. If you ask,
yeah, now people are asking questions freely. Even from that side, people are asking questions here, and we are responding. But there, you cannot go there and ask questions.
If you are occupying position, if you are occupying any position, you talk about what is going on. The next thing is they sack you. They issue a memo just the same way Chika Edozie and his people were doing it during their time. This is tyranny. This is tyranny. Biafran people are Democrats. When men see the truth and begin to shy away from the truth, they see the truth, but they in order for instead of them to say the truth, they start moping. That man doesn't deserve to be called a man. And many men in this struggle are disgraced to manhood. So many of you are disgraced to manhood. And elder cannot be at home. Things will be going out wrong, and you keep quiet. Instead of you to say the truth, let that same truth set you free. You are moping because of your eye service. You don't want something to happen to your position. You don't want anyone to say you said. We said. We are not a fearful man cannot be a freedom fighter. A man that does not have a heart of a brave man cannot be a freedom fighter. Freedom fighter is not for the weak. Nobody's pointing gun on your head. You're already moping. You're already shivering. You're already urinating your pants because you don't want them to say you said. And tomorrow I will say I'm a freedom fighter. You will say you're a freedom fighter. You're a disgrace upon yourself. Many things are going on. We just kept quiet. That doesn't mean that we are not seeing it. And for you that you that decide to be neutral, you being neutral is you are indirectly complicit. Because in a situation like this, when evil is going on, you keep silent. Your silence is also a support. If you go to a court of law, they ask you a question, you keep silent. It means that you admitted that you are guilty of the crime. Let's say the truth, so that the truth will set us free, and let us stop behaving like women. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Elder. Elder, you're welcome. Oh, we'll be missing you all this while.
Sister Stella, can I ask take one question? I just go down.
Go on.
Sister Stella, I was kicked out. I think I'm the one supposed to speak. I was kicked out.
Hold on, because this guy is our delegate. We want to hear him out too.
Yeah, if I ask a question, then I go down, please. I'm not taking your time, please. Okay. Tech guy, are you there? Okay, good. One question I want to ask you now is, if it is Prime Minister Simon Ekpa dissolve that house, what are you going to tell him? If it's the person who dissolved the house and from this government, what are you going to tell him? This is my question.
According to the charter, thank you, my elder Benjus. You know I respect you so much. All right. So according to the charter, the Prime Minister have power to appoint or dissolve any cabinet member. The Prime Minister have the power, and before then, the cabinet have to pass a vote of confidence. And once the cabinet is done passing such vote, it means it will now be given, the power will now be vested on the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister will carry out the operation and say, okay, so Minister, the House does not want you again. It is the power is vested on the Prime Minister, not the COS. Are you people even? You guys are even talking about deputy? There is nothing like deputy. Remove that. Anybody saying deputy, stop that. That thing is a disgrace to our intellectual.
No, guys, that's not what I meant. What I meant is, if it is Prime Minister that was in the shoe of Ngozi, who after immediately the declaration of Biafra, and he what?
He has the power.
Prime Minister is following of the charter.
Prime Minister cannot do that.
Prime Minister cannot do that because he himself is also following what is stipulated in the charter.
My sister, let me answer him now. Let me answer him. Let me answer him. Just a moment. My brother Benchus, are you there? If you are there, respond. Okay, good. Now, the Prime Minister is like the head of the government. Pay attention to what I'm saying. The Prime Minister is the head of the government, the head of the cabinet of the government. All right. Now, there are powers vetted onto the Prime Minister. See, every Biafran, you need to go and read about this charter. It's very, very important. Nobody will play you while. The reason police are harassing Nigerians is because Nigerians don't know what is in their constitution. 80% of Nigeria have never ever opened Nigeria constitution. And that is, we don't want to carry this kind of idiocy and illiteracy into Biafra land. We shouldn't do that. All right. Now, let me answer your question directly. If the Prime Minister wants to dissolve any cabinet member, the Prime Minister have the power based on the mandate of the cabinet member. The Prime Minister Prime Minister have power to appoint any cabinet and also dissolve any cabinet. So also the President. The President can appoint any minister and remove that minister. The President can dethrone any minister and sack any minister at any time. The President can appoint it. It does not need voting from any country or the country members. It does not even need the awareness of the cabinet itself. The Prime Minister have the power to remove, not the COS. The COS is also a cabinet member. What COS mean is the Chief of Staff, meaning the Chief of all the staff. It does not have the veto power of the Prime Minister. And because the Prime Minister is not around for a while, it does not give you that veto because nobody voted you into that office. You are not the Prime Minister. She is not the Prime Minister. She is also a cabinet member. Let us interpret our charter according to what the charter says. In fact, let me go and out tomorrow I am going to do a full lecture on this chapter, so that Biafrans will come and learn and pay attention to. We'll be reading it one after the other. If Stanley will be available, I would like it. If Stella,
but remember,
good. If Stella will be available, I would like it. So
I'll
we'll
be
be
with you.
reading it
Tech
one
guy,
after the
I
other.
did again.
Good. We will be interpreting it one after the other. The power of the Prime Minister, the power of the cabinet members, and the power of the citizens. So that you know what to do. Stop all this
but
illiteracy we are displaying to the
Mr.
world.
Tech, remember Prime Minister said after the declaration, the House will dissolve. I yield my case.
He did not say so.
Then
This
wait
is
for the
a
Prime
wrong
Minister to do
statement.
that. It is the Prime Minister who have the power to do that. It is the Prime Minister who have the power to do that. Wait for the Prime Minister. Why are you in a rush?
So
what
you
is
don't
happening?
accept the redeclaration. That is what it means.
No, what do you mean I don't accept the declaration?
If you are waiting
The
for
veto power has been given to the COS to do the declaration. Yes. COS have the mandate, but COS does not have the mandate to retire anybody or
It is not
resign
even the
anybody.
COS that did the declaration. It is not the COS.
It is the Attorney General. It is the Attorney General.
Benchus, you don't even know who did the declaration. Benchus don't even know who did the declaration.
I can't argue that with you, please. But I yield my mic. I don't want to take another person's time. Please, I yield my mic.
But who did it? But Benchus, who did the declaration? Who did the declaration?
No, wait. Either Benchus, we are sorry. You are Ibude them. We are sorry, all right. But we need to follow the law. What the law says. Nobody is supreme than the law. The law is what will make Biafra different from other nations in Africa. So it is clear on the charter. Every Biafrans go and read it. So that when we are going through the lecture, if we interpret it the way it's not, you can say, no, that's not what is written there. That is it. That's what makes us civilized people. All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Benchooks, and thank you, Tech Guy. Okay, we'll go to Okesin. Okesin, you're welcome.
No,
your hand will be paining you by now.
Stella, ladies first, please.
It's me that brought you up. I know when you came up. It's me that
Wait,
brought you up. Hold on. We need Okesin here.
Where is Okesin? Okay.
Okesin.
Thank you very
Let the
much.
lady speak first. Let Queen speak. Let lady speak first.
Okay, Queen. Okesin, hold on, no. Ladies first. Queen, because she also has been around. Queen, now. Is she not there? She's not there.
I'm here. My network is shaking. Sorry. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, my people. Thank you, Sister Stella. Thank you, everybody. I wanted to say that those people that their mind have been made up, no matter how we are going to read the Constitution to them or the Charter, their mind are already made up. Even if you give them the Charter to swallow it or eat it, they will not still admit. So the best solution is that we have to vote. We have to vote COS out. We have to make her understand that the position she is occupying is illegal. It's not in our charter. That is illegal. What she's doing is
not like that. No. Our own Benchus is not like that. No. Go on.
That is my own contribution, because no matter how we are going to preach it, this chapter Constitution, they are not going to admit. The best thing, the position Ugozi is occupying is illegal. It's not in our charter. We don't have anything like deputy prime minister.
She has followers too. So the only way out is just to secure.
It is illegal. It is illegal. Let them hear us. It is illegal. It's not in our charter. I said they have their own charter. Thank you.
Okay.
Everybody. Thank you for.
Yeah, thank you, Queen Beauty.
Helen, you were saying something. We didn't hear you. Where were you saying? What were you saying?
I said she's got followers who, even if she's occupying the illegal, if we go for vote, they are not going to accept the vote, you understand? So the only way out is to secure what our Prime Minister has for us before, until he will come out, except if they know what has happened to Prime Minister, that maybe his enemy is not coming out now, or whatsoever agenda they have, we don't know about, but as time goes on, it will reveal itself. Thank you.
Even if it takes, even if it takes 100 years for PM to come out, we'll stand our ground. She's illegal. That position she's occupying is illegal. Me, I'm going to stand. I don't care. I'm not moving an inch. So let Okesin speak. I'm not moving an inch. It doesn't care how long it takes for Prime Minister to come out. I won't even shift. I won't even shift a bit. And if I start my madness, anyway, let me just reserve it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, great Biafrans. Good evening once again from my end. I must admit that it's with a bit of destiny that I'm still around to air my view today, having listened to so many submissions. I would have been gone by now, but I think I have one or two submissions, very vital to tender as well. Let me just point one fact. What is anarchy? Anarchy is a social anomaly born out of actions and inactions by humans. These two factors give room for anarchy. And if you are a good leader, you must try to at least avoid these two factors, both sequence to the other. Opposite, but very, very important to avoid. Why I remain here to air this view is recently I listened to some programs when one of us was asking, he was very vocal, asking, is there anything that some of you or most of you know that we don't know, that Biafrans don't know? I listened to that. I heard it. I said, yes, this must be the point. Is there something that most of you know that we don't know? Biafrans need to know. We need to know that thing that some of you know, which we don't know. That is a point. It is also good to point out that many of you may not know that Conflict Resolution Committee, CRC, is a panel so dear to the Prime Minister. This body is independent of every other cabinet member. Everybody, even the Prime Minister, don't meddle into their actions or deliberations. Conflict Resolution Committee. The absence of our Prime Minister.
Mr. Stella,
what
can you
happened?
bring Americano? He's asking, please.
This body.
I'm not even seeing Americano. How come?
I'm seeing him, but I can't bring him up.
I think the room is filled up. I don't know. Let's Oga Okesin speak first. When he's done, Americano, be patient, please.
So it's not as if I'm trying to divulge certain messages or issues, but no, because recently I watched even American parliaments, British, Israeli parliaments being discussed in the open air. So this cannot be it. I'm just speaking truth to fact. CRC summoned a meeting prior to the convention. Summoned meeting, said, let every member come so that we resolve mingling issues that have been going on among certain individuals in the cabinet. They called up a meeting, and in that memo, it points, if need be, we should vote in representatives to speak for us in the convention. If need be, we can, in that meeting, summoned by this body, vested with the responsibility to resolve disputes, resolve issues among members. In a fiat reaction without consultation, this body was dissolved the next day. I'm giving you a fact because somebody asked, is there anything that some of you know which we don't know? This body, despite the memo, the write-up, let us resolve issues before going to the convention, and if need be, vote in some members to speak for us during the convention. They were dissolved the next day. Without consultation, without due course. If I...
Under which, sorry sir, under which law was that dissolved? Under who gave the, does that committee don't have any absolute right?
No law, no
under
law,
the law
no
of
law.
shadow spirit.
So, I don't know of any law.
That guy, hope you're taking note.
I don't know of any law that guided this rascality. To me, is unacceptable. Now, one leads to another. The allegations that meetings were called, one or two ministers summoned, and they refused to answer. My brother, sisters, nobody institutes a financial report in a fiscal year or during an event. You don't ask for that. You must allow that event to finish, to end, before you call for accountability or for report. So for many who come up here and say, this man was called up, this man was... When was he called up? During the 5 days of an event, series of meetings were called, and if he don't or didn't turn up, who are you, a human being, to conclude that the same person who everyone know that how busy everyone was during that time? And one of the meetings was even called on the 28th of November, when most people were still airborne. What justifies you to allege that somebody did not turn up in such a meeting? None. So our people are sometimes so irrational in their reasoning or judgments, rush to judgments. And we should learn one or two things. First, know the basic facts before you even condemn. We don't do it. And if you don't do it and you come out pointing accusing fingers on the other person when you don't have the facts before you. Again, third, we were all told that Prime Minister was called or held behind on a request of the investigation bureau for just a week to 2 weeks. That was the application they made, because they don't want him to tamper or influence their investigation. And after then, he will be let free. He will be allowed to go until the court decides. So based on that fact tabled before us, based on that, how can anybody come up with such a rush to change everything overnight? Except the person knows what we don't know. And if you are a minister, a cabinet member, and ask question, wanted to know, nobody should hold you as a traitor. You stand on the line of truth. Another point, Biafra as it is today, if truly we have declared our independence, yes, we agree. We should be rejoicing based on that. Today, we are not. Why not? Is it self-intended? Whatever it is, for whatever reason, I don't want to delve into speculations. I don't want to suspect anybody. I've made up my mind because I want to know more. And I cannot come out and say, because I want to serve the government. Of course, I serve the government to the best of my ability. But if there are issues to know, to question, I must do that. You don't expect me to come out and say, I agree on everything you want me to agree to. We should be bipartisan now, even multi-partisan as well. So having diverse opinions or agreements or differences should not warrant anybody to come up the next day and say, I take you down, you are no longer. And for many who are asking, would the Prime Minister have done that? Would the Prime Minister have done the other thing? Prime Minister will never come up in such a fiat manner to remove anybody from his or her position without due consultation. There is what we call hot seat. Hot seat is if there are allegations against you, you'll be called out on the cabinet. You sit there and be questioned, interrogated by members before any decision is passed for or against you. You'll be asked to defend yourself. On the last day of that convention, when this removal, dissolution, and so on and so forth, I asked in that meeting, did anybody ever invited a finance minister to come and answer one or two of these allegations? Yeah, because I have not been present in the previous ones. Yeah, they said they've invited him. And who were present in such meeting? I didn't bother to ask. In meetings, series of meetings held during a convention, during these 5 days of event. And that is what you hold somebody hold against somebody. Many were down to earth, busy, one thing or the other. Why not allow this time to elapse before passing any judgment on whoever? Allow him after the event, give him chance again to come up. And what account is he even expected to give? Account that also comprises that of the event. How can anybody, any human being, give an account, a clear account of an event that is still ongoing? Nobody. There are some of the dealings that has not even been sorted out till today. Financial dealings that have to do with the convention that are still hanging up today. It's not yet resolved, and you're asking somebody to come and tender an account of that event. Are we fair to ourselves? We should be. If we are not, we are all, let's say, guilty of the same offense, that we are pointing our fingers on somebody. I'm only happy or proud because many are aligning what is happening today to DOS or our leaders' time. No, it's different. During DOS, at least we knew they operated like a cult. They never challenged themselves. But this time, we are doing the right thing. At least we challenge ourselves. That is the gain of where we are today or what we are doing today. And doing that should not make enmity out of us. We should be careful. So I implore you all, honorable, good works, Biafrans, media, you are all doing great things. We are for Biafra. And whatever we do, let it be for the sustenance of these gallant men. Mine, ours, as we are scattered everywhere, all over in diaspora, our interests should not count. We are all resting in our different abodes. That the gallant men, their safety, their welfare, their wellness should be our topmost priority. If we play with it, we don't really care for Biafra. And for anybody to remove another, because she attended a fundraising to raise money, believing that money is going to these gallant men, the person is not real. It should not have been in the first place. That is wrong. We must condemn it. No matter how you see it, we must condemn it. If you, because of attending a fundraising, because of what you believe you know the status of our finance, and you say, no, these men need money, let us do something to get them that money, and you earn yourself removal, you are noble. You are noble. And that is where I stand. No matter who, I know the status of our men. And I know, like many others, know that we don't have money. The convention that we came out of today, it was estimated that 1,500 or 1,000 delegates should be there. At the end, we weren't even up to 1,000. Do you know the fate of it? Those of you who did economics or math, you can tell. You can guess what will be the outcome of such a deplorable downfall. From estimated above 1,000 delegates to 500 and well. Of course, the revenue or whatever that has been estimated for that will fall. Must ask ourselves questions. Thank you, great Biafrans. Let me not speak further or waste our time. I'm just boiling, so I just have these few facts to lay down because I happen to hear about it, and I felt it is necessary, very important, that some people know and to start asking questions. Thank you all. May God bless all of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Okeson. Thank you for that wonderful submission. It's a very detailed one. When you said a whole lot of things, I just hope Biafrans are listening. We shouldn't take these things for granted, really. It's a very serious one. Thank you so much for that submission. Okay. Is it okay?
555 Vision is here. Can we allow him to speak, please?
Okay. 555 Vision, please. Please, one minute, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, lovely Biafrans. Greetings, Stella. I greet you. I saw also Ben Chus as well, and a lot of people, David Nana and every other person. Without wasting time, it is good that we know that our freedom is in our own hand, and that is what the Charter is saying. The person who spoke now, Okeson, has just reminded us a lot of things, how it took place, how they said we are live there, witness how they voted. They say this resolution conflict.
Excuse me, Vision 555. Stella, can you hear me? Stella, are you there?
Stella is not hearing me. This space is being attacked. I just wanted her to refresh, you know. I don't know. Go ahead, go ahead, Vision 555.
Okay, thank you. So, as when we begin to notice this power, which have circulated all over the world, after all this thing, you hear it by the power invested on me, and this power has been inactive even before the power it was made public. You understand? Now, people are coming out small because our people is emotional. The way we needed freedom made us to accept whatever that is on our table. But critical thinkers will say, where am I going? Actually, my name was written to pass to the new government. I checked my spirit,
We
which I
can't
was
hear you.
using.
I don't know if it is from my side. Stanley, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear
Stanley?
me?
555, I can hear you, but I don't think both Stella and Helen is hearing you. Helen is not hearing you. I don't know. I don't know why Stella is not listening. I wanted her to refresh the space.
Yeah, can you hear me? Stella? Hello?
Stella is not. I don't think Stella is hearing anybody.
But please, other people, can you hear?
Yeah, but I can hear you. I can hear you actually. You can go ahead. Maybe after when you're done.
I can hear you.
So, while all this thing was going on, I asked myself, what am I going to do?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Stella, we can hear you. I think you've not been hearing us.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but okay, so we are good now.
Yes, Stella, please refresh the space. I think we have attack. Yeah,
I'm hearing you
Americana.
on 555.
I just refreshed the
But I
space.
can't
Hold
hear
on, no,
him.
let me see if my co-hosts are okay. Stanley, are you there?
Yes,
I
I'm
can
here.
hear
I can
you, but
hear
I
you.
can't hear
Stanley, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
me.
Stanley can't hear me.
Can you hear me, Sister Stella?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Stella. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm changing the supply of the internet, so you know what is happening. I'm changing the supply of my internet, so I need to, fix everybody up back again. Stanley can hear me, but I can't hear him. So Stanley, I'll bring you down, bring you up. Guys, go out, come back. Let me pick you guys up.
What can you?
But I can hear 5 Vision, though.
Can I go
Some
on?
people can speak.
Stella, you are breaking now as well.
Hold on. Don't worry, it will soon be okay. But university speak, people speak. Let me see the people I can hear. So we know the people
I can hear you.
down.
I can hear you.
If Onyeka, your mic is open. If you're speaking,
I
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
you. Who again? Guys, speak. Let me see. It's only 5 Vision I can hear.
Stella,
I can't hear you, Onyeka, if you're speaking.
Stella, can you hear me?
Who again? MID, you open your mic. I can't hear you.
Stella, can you?
So please.
There were Stella,
I can hear
MID.
MID.
Can you hear me, Stella?
Okay.
Tech, I can hear you. Okay. Who again? 5
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Who
Can
again
you
can
hear
I
me?
Chukwuma,
Can you
speak
hear me?
first. Let me see if
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. No, I need you to speak. You yourself.
Can you hear me?
Chukwuma, speak now.
Yeah.
Your mic is still
Yeah.
closed. I can't hear you if you're speaking. Chukwuma, I can't hear you. So go down, I pick you up. And then, who again? Ray,
Can you hear me?
Ray, speak. Let me see if I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yeah.
Tech.
Okay, can you hear me?
Who is speaking?
Rage, can you hear
Rage,
me?
I can hear you. I can hear you, Rage.
All right.
Okay. So others, let me fix my co-hosts and then who was speaking? 5 Vision. Continue to speak. Let me fix the co-host.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good to put everything in order.
So, as we were saying, let me just begin to go. You know, the real democracy and the dream of Biafra lies in this space. And what has been happening, selecting people from Biafra through charter, that the Biafran government is the government of the people. And those people being selected, we want to let you know that the future of Biafra is in your hand. Now, the people that is trying to serve in this new government, you should ask yourself, on what ground are you serving? We understand the ideology of Usman Dan Fodio, which is divide and rule. And what is playing right in front of us is divide and rule. You divide the government and you take the people that cannot ask you question, that will say amen in whatever you say. Then you divide the government and the chaos begin to fall on everyone, which we say no to our own side. What is the argument? Changing of account. According to the person that speak now, what is that thing you know that we don't know? And there is something Stella said here, and I love the way she said it when finance minister was here. She said, this is a group of the finance minister and the group of the COS. These are the two groups. And I am very happy the way she differentiated these two things. Then because now, nobody can say there is no division. And what are we doing here? These two people went to Finland. One returned and said, with what my eyes have seen, let us go and defend our land by all cost. Our security, number one. Defending our homeland is number one. The other one come back and say, let us divide. Stop going where things has been working. This is the account number that have been working before. Don't go there. This is the PA of our Prime Minister Success. He is no more good. This is the finance minister that have been handling economy. He is no more good. Now, put your money in this account. The people that went in the same journey, serving Biafra. And all these things become questionable. I say, I will not serve in this government undermining my name is there. Because I'm not serving Biafran government with any interest. We are gospel preachers, just like Elijah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel did. That is how we do, like Samuel. Not with any interest. Now, we send a message to all these people that is in this government. Is this the government you have come to serve? The government under the instruction and the dancing under the drum of Usman Dan Fodio, which is divide and rule, or the Biafra that has come to heal the wound that we have more than over 60 years now? That is the question we are asking them. But many people in our WhatsApp group, the one that is flying online, many who can't speak, they will send information and say, man, remain neutral. I have tried to remain neutral, and remaining neutral is the worst thing that can happen to Biafra. You better choose a side. The side of Usman Dan Fodio, divide and rule, or the side of the charter. That's why I say the restoration and our life relies on the 10 people being mentioned in this place that will go and represent Biafra to defend our land. Ask them question. Not the people in the front. The government of Biafra is the government of the people, and the people have risen up with the charter. This charter is above Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This charter is above Ojukwu in the grave. This charter is above our prime minister wherever he is. This charter is the law of God. Law of God is number one that control whoever that is about to open that charter. Then any president or any prime minister can go there and say, okay, power has been invested on me. If truly what we are doing is not that childish, we expected after the declaration of Biafra in Finland, we will use the joy to dominate Nigeria. A lot of people are waiting if we can be able to make it. And we have make it. They say if we make it, they will join the moving vehicle. Now, coming from Finland there, the war starts. If you are open phone here, a lot of people, what is going on and what is not going on, stop this thing you people are doing, stop this madness you people are doing, but we know what we are doing. So, we are telling Biafrans to stand your feet from this charter. People have read it from the charter that COS is not assistant of a prime minister. And it is good that it's not us that is saying it, that this is cool. But from charter, you are seeing that this is cool. What we saw, maybe Stella will remember when I said this is something that came from two people, but the Biafran government is going to handle this thing and they put them where they're supposed to be. And good enough that even the prime minister, finance minister has come and they answer a lot of questions today. Then we ask those people, those dogs that came out and began to insult the finance minister. If you and David Nana ask a question which is very, very deep, how poor are you? If you go a little deep to the finance minister, all these celebrity, Nigerian celebrity, Igbo celebrity, when they go to America, they pay ticket, they sign ticket, they sign signature to enter his office. And if you can insult such a man, but you are here calling Obi Kubano to come and support Biafra, when you have not supported somebody who is in the same category, you are calling E-Money and the Flavor and all our celebrities to come and support Biafra. But you have one who, at least, it's good that they are saying it in the public before we now put light on it. David Nana asked a question, how poor are you? He said something. He said something here that he just decided, let me put it, he's just decided to run Biafran affair like his own personal business, which he has already answered everyone. PM knows what he is doing. These people can bring out $50,000 like we are bringing €50 to solve issue. PM will look and say, man, I appreciate you so much what you are doing. And all these people who lose their dogs to go and begin to attack this man, PM says, anybody that have served this government and anybody who is inside this government doesn't have the right to go public and begin to serve anybody who have sacrificed his life for this government. Then if you are a good leader, what you should do is to quench all these people and put all those dogs inside cage that is coming out now. Rather, you go and open the cage of those dogs to come out and begin to shout on the public, insulting someone who is a very successful man we have been praying for to come and save us. In the time of need, he came. Even right here, he made a promise to Biafra that he is still with you people. There is no other agreement, assignment he has in this life than to safeguard the Biafran people. If our account is going wrong, PM is somebody I have tried my best to step on his toe to know how he passed judgment. Some people, okay, maybe here. Some people know when I enter that place, I step on their toe to know how they pass judgment. PM is not someone. He is not someone that can fear anybody. If the account have not been going well, he will call him out and say, pass a resolution on him and they take away that rank of a finance minister from him. But PM was there when he told them, when they called him to come and give account of the whole country, to the public. He said, are you calling me to come and give account of the whole country on air? Who does that? Even if he want to do it, don't you know that he already brought money from his own personal pocket running this affair? Did he want to come? Are you bringing him out to do what account? Which account you know that you yourself that is summoning him to come and make account? You know that his own personal money is still inside, which the government doesn't have enough money. Then, because God have blessed him, then he brought out his own money, making sure that the Biafra got declared. And after all this thing, after all this sacrifice, what you can do is power has been invested on you. Ogechukwu must bow. And when you hear this language, you will see where the war is coming from. And when I made my statement here before, I said, these two people have something they didn't tell us. Maybe they have their own whatever. They don't go to bring this thing to the public. But this is a government. And that's why I'm telling everyone that has been picked from this Twitter space to go and represent Biafra. The future of Biafra is in your hand. Go there and defend the charter. Don't defend anybody, because that charter is the God of Biafra. God is law, law is God. And that charter is the law of God. That is, even PM is serving inside. PM and his members have restructured Biafra that nobody can destroy it. Even a newborn baby can lead Biafra the way it is today. But you don't come out and impose yourself on Biafran people. That is what we are talking about. So, lovely Biafrans, let me make it simple here. Please, those people that have been selected, go and defend Biafra with what we have seen. Future of Biafra is in your hand. Thank you, Lord. Another one. Am I being heard?
Thank you. Yes, we heard you. We heard you. I heard you.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Host, are you there? The host and co-host, are you there?
Can I go? Can I go on? I think I thought
Wait, please, wait.
Onyeka, go. Onyeka supposed to speak. Onyeka.
Hear the co-host and the host. Three of them are not talking.
What's happened? What happened? What's that?
Somebody ended submission and you people are mute now. We are worried. Perhaps you on that.
No, I thought I didn't even know. Me, I was even trying to do stuff. I didn't even know Stella is not here. Sorry about that. 5-5 vision. Actually, I had your submission. You know, the delegates that were selected, I'm sure they know what to do. But just that most of them, with the submissions they made lately, I'm beginning to look at them in some kind of way. But then, that guy is here. That guy, what do you have to say? You heard what 5-5 vision said. You know, they really have to represent the charter, because that is all we have. You know, just like the 5-5 vision said, it's like the God that we have now that will fight for us. You know,
sorry, Stanley, 1 second.
Okay.
We have a very big problem. I don't know. Is that guy still here? That guy that you're making a delegation to go and talk to people. Finance Minister was here a few minutes ago and told us about the account. The Ugo and the other people, now they are calling him a traitor, calling him a criminal, calling him all sorts of names. That this traitor are coming with a new format. That he's since when did the treasury treasurer? I think Finance Minister mentioned something about treasurer. He said, when did the Treasury Committee become one in charge of the Biafran account? They are really, these people are up to something. It's not about charter. You see, this is my anger here. All this is not about understanding the charter. These people, it's just like what my brother Ted guy said. This is the coup d'etat. They are trying to overthrow PM. We don't know. There's something these people know that we don't know. they want to PM to stay for as long wherever he is now, so that they can do everything. It's overthrowing PM. They want to change everything. It's not about charter.
They won't succeed.
It's not about charter.
They won't
Or it's not
succeed.
about charter. We should stop talking
My
about
sister.
charter. They know the real
No,
truth.
no, we
It's
should
not
not.
about charter. Yeah.
Mercy. Sister Mercy.
Before the next thing now, all the PM na Nigeria. It's not about charter. I just want to have a PM.
Sister Mercy. Sister Mercy, can you hear me? Sister Mercy, it is about the charter. Forget about when community cook for one person, that person no go feed them. But when
they don't bond them well. You know, say
well,
they don't even bond their papa. They don't bond their papa well. They don't even bond their papa well.
Community will eat them. Jara will remain. Mercy, don't panic. We have delegates that Biafrans have mandated to go and speak. Just watch and see what will happen. Let delegates, after this delegation, watch out and see what we are going to use media to do to them. All of them will disappear, just like the POS. Unless you are not abiding by the charter. That charter is the word of God. It is the word of Chukwu Ikabiama. I don't see the Nana none of that charter. Don't worry. That charter is what is going to lead us to Biafra. And anybody who think you are bigger than the constitution of country, which is supreme, which reigns supreme, you think you are bigger, no problem. Raise your ego. Unless we are not in this technological world, unless hand cannot touch you, we are in whichever country you think you reside. Do we look like we are afraid of anybody? We know some of them who are coming from obedience movement. We know some of them who are coming from the DOS, repentant Boko Haram DOS. We know them, but we kept mute. We are watching. This delegation we are setting up is the architect of everything. And anybody who refutes this delegation, we had us to contend. We will give you woto on this platform. We will make sure you have no voice again, and you can never return again to Zoo, neither Biafra land. Don't worry. Don't panic. There is nothing like that. Charter is the issue. That charter. Keep us. Anybody who pick mic, let Biafrans know what the charter say. Because most the thing is happening in Zoo. 99% of the Zoo people does not read Nigeria constitution. That's why you see police harassment. You see people taking advantage of one another. Because nobody knows what the constitution said about. You don't even know the rights of citizens. You understand? All of us live in civilized country. You see how it's functioning. Because the citizens know their rights. Zoo does not, you never take light. You don't even know. See, I don't like people who are very fearful. I don't like people who are very fearful. If you are afraid, stop coming to media space. Disappear. So that we know you are not among us. We are going to fight. No rogue will take advantage of us. And no rogue will take over our government. No rogue. I'm telling you the truth. No rogue. Or not now. Not now that we have done everything. We've got to this extent. We spent our money, our energy, our emotion, our time. You think you can just come barge in and then begin to speak English in the name of what? Not only you get PhD. See, nobody should drag me into what I don't want to get into. Go on that charter. That charter is about our main focus. Majority carry the vote. Majority carry the vote. We are the majority. Let's see how enemy will penetrate inside us and take advantage of us because you know how to speak English, American version of English.
Mr. Tega, when you talk small, you still allow people. Please, I have a question for you. Mr. Tega.
Keep your question first. Please, I want to speak. Please keep your question first.
My brother, my phone is about to go off. If you don't allow me, man, just come out now. Which one be this one? I'll be yes.
Okay, go.
All right, thank you very much. So, Mr. Tega, part of the delegates that we have, we heard one of them saying, even in spite of reading the charter to him, and he still believes that the charter is not valid, that it's just a shadow, that we are in a military kind of government. That's what he said. It's part of the delegate that are going there. So my question now is, after the delegate have gone to them and the charter is interpreted to them, and the people that feel like, okay, they have all the power, still refuse to obey what the charter says, what is going to happen? Are we going to resume the social media brouhaha, or what is going to happen? And secondly, that is a question for you. And my comment that I want to make is that a lot of these people that are fighting so hard, even though they know the truth, they know what the charter says. Without the charter, we are not even a government in the first place. It's the charter that validates us. That is the living document. So most of these people you see arguing, shouting here and there, even though they know the truth, they remember that they are promised positions. If you call most of them out, most of them among them, let them swear with their children if they were not promised position. They cannot do it because they are promised one position or the other, maybe minister of the or secretary of the or secretary of the. This is what is inspiring them. You understand? This is why when you see our brother David Unana asking the COS question, the COS confessed and exposed herself, and David wanted to ask a follow-up question again to even bring her out the more. You see what Ugo 247 did? Started David, you know, he knows the truth. He knows that David will ask the kind of questions that we expose this woman to the world. You understand? So not that they don't know the truth. So my question is, even though he interprets the charter to them, they know that this is the truth that the charter is saying, and they refuse to obey because they have the power, they have the connection, they believe they have hijacked everything. What happens? Is there any legal means to see that justice is done to put a stop to this nonsense, or are we going to resume back to the social media brouhaha? That's my question to everyone, and Guy man. Thank you very much. Was I heard at all? Was I heard? Is anybody hearing me?
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I heard you. I don't know if that guy heard you too. I heard you. That guy, are you there to answer the question?
So anybody can answer the question. That guy can answer it.
That guy, do you have an answer to that?
Okay, MDI is want to talk. Okay, let's MDI. MID.
Okay,
MID.
If you could permit me to say one or two things, it will be so good. I greet everyone here listening. Yeah, Sister Stella and everybody listening, Helen Peters, you know, this is government, pure government. There's a subject we call government in our secondary schools up to today, the past and future. Government entails that the people nominate their representatives, and their representatives are accountable to the people. That is the interpretation of democracy or government. Having said that, there is a principle through which the people are being governed, or through which people govern themselves. And that principle is enshrined in a paper. The synonym of paper is carta in the language of Europeans. Carta in the language of, or in the pattern of Anglo-Saxon is charter. In terms of nation building, the charter is the beginning of what you call the doctrine of verbum volat manuscrita. Verbum volat manuscrita, meaning that if you say something by mouth, it flies by the air, but by the time you write it, you put it on writing, by writing, it must be obeyed. That's why they said charter is carta. Now, what is written in our conventional language. What is written, meaning that what is written must be obeyed. And that is the base of your action when you are talking about government. Government means the possibility of we as a people going in one direction, making sure that we survive, and whatever we do must correspond according to the Carta, which is the charter.
Now, charter in this our Biafran quest is called Magna Charta, Magnifico Charter. I'm talking about the base of law. In every functional society, they have their Magna Charta. That is the charter of the Biafra, the confederating state of Biafra. That is the grand and great grandfather of whatever we're doing. Great grandfather and grandmother of whatever we're doing. If we really want to show the world that Biafra really is a nation, we must stand on the charter, which is the grand norm. It is called the grand norm, or primis inter pares, highest among equals. It is because of the charter, the importance of the charter of the confederating state of Biafra, that I'm saying it verbatim, that we converged all in Helsinki, 2023, 21st October till 23 October 2023. And it was called the Helsinki Declaration of the Charter of the Biafra, which means that that charter is the beginning. That is where we must have base to what we're doing. It is that charter that gave us the right as a people to do what? To form any kind of government. But for you to form that government and also to act as a people, you must go to the charter. It is called Magna Charta of Freedom, Magna Charta Libertatis. Anybody that is doing anything outside the charter is doing things that is called null and void and has no effect of law. I hope that the system will permit me to read from Article 24 of the Charter of the Confederating State of Biafra. Article 24.2, paragraph 2. Are you still hearing me? If you hear me, just say something so that I'll know.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. This is a nation. Just a second. It's not easy because I'm on the way, but we need to do this particular thing. Oh, shit. I'm on the way,